live, and then I have to pull up my other Go Live and send it to everybody and their brother, because fun. Copy this, close this, go to Discord, and head over here to all of my favorite places. Did I hit enter on that? I always forget if I do that or not. I did. I always forget to hit enter. I'm supposed to be able to get into this stupid thing. I hate that. Oh well. The Foundry one won't let me in there. Alright. Everybody good to go? Alright, we are going to go play some...
Yep.
Right. Did you cough?
Look, I fixed it. Didn't even screw it up that much. Greetings and salutations, everyone. Live from the Blue Cheese Room here on the dark side of the moon. This is the game show, Where's My Cat? Game show with all the questions and none of the answers. No. Sorry. Been watching Who's Line. The original Who's Line. The good one. The British version, which is much better.
You really think so?
Yeah, actually I do.
The British version, it's like closer to the way that like you do improv games in drama class, where it's like technically like better, but it's not as fun. Like I love the American version so much more because it is like so over the top and ridiculous.
Well, I
think have more fun with it.
I think my problem is I love Greg Proops, and Proops wasn't on the show as much in the American version, and the heavyset guy who I can't ever remember his name.
Mike Martins.
Mike Martin, yes, just hilarious. Like I love the two of those, and like if I could have the two of them, Colin and Ryan, on all the time, that would be my favorite. That would be Whose Line Is It forever. But
I have to say I go back to the really early days when it was like Clive Anderson and John Sessions and Tony Slattery.
Yeah, no, that's the one I'm talking about. Like those guys. That's when it was, and then Brian Proops would show up, and it was hilarious. I think one of my favorite episodes is where Mark was doing a bartender scene, and it was just. But I digress. We're here to play some D&D. Do a little housekeeping. Do a little announcements first. We are going to be having a charity stream on the 7th or 12th of November, I believe. November 7th, Extra Life charity stream. I got it marked up here on my calendar. See, I got calendar stuff. As you know, I love Extra Life. Donate. You can see the donation thing there. For every $100 that we raise here on our channel for Extra Life, I'm giving away a set of dice. When we hit 500, I'm giving away this lovely set of D&D minis. At the 750 mark, I'm going to be hosting a one-shot where the entire cast of characters are going to be kobolds. We'll see how that goes. And then at 1,000, once we reach my actual goal, I will be dressing as a cleric of the Dab God, whereas I will dab on camera for the entirety of 30 seconds to some yet-to-be-named soundtrack. So there's that. We've gotten a lot more followers. I'm really happy about that. Got more subscribers. Got some new patrons. Again, donate, subscribe, follow, share the videos on YouTube when they go up, because we're brought to you by you, the viewer. We're kind of like PBS, only we don't tell you you're wrong every 25 seconds for not sending us money. So, with that being said, we're going to go ahead and introduce the characters and players. Starting with the upper corner, Manam.
My character is. I always have problem with pronounce the name of my the race of my character. Can someone pronounce that to me?
Triton.
Triton.
On.
Yeah.
There you go.
Triton. My character is a Triton. He is after washing up from the water, and he believes his name is he named himself Orient for now, until he figure out who he is and where he belongs. And for now he's believing he want to protect the people who with him, because he the first people he saw them when he opened his eye.
All right, Sai.
Hi, I'm Simon. I'll be playing our resident nymph, whose name is going to be Echo. She is a fairly short, slender, willowy figure, and seems to have an affinity for music.
Robert.
Hello, I'm Robert. I am playing who we are calling Leon, the Leonin, until we figure out what his real name is. He's a pretty much a big beefy boy that likes to run up and fight things.
And David.
I am playing Verdan, who has taken the name Dan because it is the second syllable of his race, and so he figured that will work as a name. He has been skittish and paranoid, and it looks like that's not likely to change anytime soon.
And as always, my name is Rick. I'm the Loophole King, and I'll be your DM. When we last left our intrepid crew here, they had managed to fight off a group of bandits who were attacking a small village. They had decided that they were going to help the village move their stores of tree sap to the nearest large city in exchange for some compensation, and the fact that they had nothing else to do and they didn't know what else they were going to do. They built a cart, which is more tankish than cart, more like a tracked vehicle. It works, so nobody's entirely upset about that. And they have settled down at this inn in this small sleepy village. That they have all decided to sleep in the same room, except Orient and Dan went out back to sleep.
I remember correctly, we all decided to sleep in the same room, and I took the bed.
Yeah, and
Yeah, I
then
think Leon's on the floor.
Dan went out. Dan and Orient decided to sleep out back next to the stables.
Mhm.
We now have a excellent picture. Oop, I have to do it the other way. I keep forgetting. I will show you. That is Karn. We'll show the players.
That one.
That is Karn. Dustforge.
Okay.
That is your dwarf.
Fair enough.
Is that a he or a she?
That's a
Just
she.
straight.
Okay.
Dwarven women have beards.
Oh,
At least.
Yep, I played the first dwarf in the Origin setting, and I got to make that call. So
Yeah, the Dwarven. It's a culture. It's a cultural thing that comes into play and leaves sort of a fashion thing every 200 or 300 years. So that is Karn. You took the bed. Karn climbs in next to you, and you guys sleep for the night. When you wake up, Dan, you're the first to wake up as you hear someone in the stables early, taking care of the horses and the livestock that are there. The rest of you are exhausted, but Dan, you being a little more skittish than normal, tend to be more aware of the louder noises.
yeah, hastily moving and like reach down for my weapon and accidentally pull out the goblin hand instead, and then like go just stuff it back in my pack, fumble around, find my quarterstaff. I'm gonna try to sneak up and just poke around and see if it's anybody threatening.
No, it seems to be just a stable boy. He kind of notices you, and he's like, "Oh, hey, how you doing?"
I'm just out for a morning walk. I'm not hurting anybody, so I will just go on my way. And I'm going to very carefully like keep my eyes on him as I shuffle around and walk past.
Okay. And he just goes back to feeding the horses. He's a little confused about it, but the rest of you start to wake. What are you guys doing? You've slept fairly decently this morning, or this night. It seems like it's the first good restful sleep you've had. You feel invigorated, finally, having put some distance between you and the shipwreck, having a day or two to really put your skills to use for now. So, what y'all doing?
Orient will first when he wake up and he remembers Dan was behind him. Did Dan left the place or return to Orient?
Dan's point was that he was going to sort of walk around the building and go in the front and just see about fixing up breakfast for everyone.
Yeah.
I
Like
was
Orient.
going to ask whether or not board it was breakfast.
No, you didn't ask. So, are you guys making your way downstairs, or?
Yeah, Leon will head downstairs in search of breakfast.
So you come downstairs, and there's the same gruff barkeeper kind of rubbing sleep out of his eyes, and there's another young lad there who's like, "Oh, good morning. Do you guys want breakfast? You're guys, right? Or, well, I mean, except for you. You're a girl, right?
Yes, no, I'm definitely a girl.
Wait, how do you know? Is there a
Do
way
I
to
know
tell?
I'm? How do I know I'm a girl?
Am I a girl?
There were two fairly obvious pieces of evidence on my chest that would suggest that I am.
And those would be?
Leon walks away from this
I mean-
conversation.
Orient will like tap Dan. I will tell you later how to know the difference. But just let's have the breakfast. Coming Dan.
Okay, it's just I'm really not sure, like, because I don't remember. So, like, could I be a girl? Is that a thing?
No, don't worry, don't worry. Everything we'll find out later, and I will tell you everything. Come, just come. Let's have the breakfast. It's like you're telling your 10 years child about how baby come.
So the kid comes over and goes, we have porridge and fruit and eggs and juices.
No.
We have juices.
No meat.
Fruit and juice would be perfect. Thank you.
Meat. We have eggs.
I'll have some of your meat eggs.
Okay. And he runs to the back. He's like, he comes back and he's like, he sets down the juice. He sets down a little tankard of juice. He's like, a couple of glasses. Did anybody else want some juice? Or I guess you all can just use the same juice. Or did you want water?
Leon?
I will have water.
Okay.
Leon? And do you want something to drink or something to eat?
I think I'm just good with some eggs.
Okay.
Did anybody else want anything to eat?
Yes, same here. What about you, Dan?
I think porridge and juice. That sounds good.
Okay. So he runs back in the back, and it's about 5 minutes. He comes back and he puts down your food in front of you and your fruit and stuff. And he's like, so, you're with Karn?
Yes.
We are, yes.
Oh, is she as mean as they say she is?
It's better. I would suggest staying on her good side, but she seems a sweetie if you're nice to her.
Oh, okay.
It's mostly for show.
Okay. He leaves. And I let you guys continue on. About 10 minutes after your food arrives, Karn comes stumbling down the stairs. Oh, where's my
Morning call.
what? Shut up. Where's my drink? And
I'm sure something can be arranged to be along the way.
she walks up to the bar and you see the bartender hand her this mug. And he's like, there you go. And she takes a big swig and goes, oh, rot gut. Best thing you can have in the morning.
A
Just-
drink
I'm here-
in the
here to
morning
dog
like
you.
that? Orient, like,
Horse have an unusual constitution for these things, by understanding.
Orient, like, drink in the morning should be better wait till night.
Why? This is the best thing.
We-
Rot gut's the best thing to cure a good dwarven hangover. I mean, not that
To
you
get
guys...
another hangover?
No, it fixes the problem. She sits down and she's
Oh.
like, so, we got about another 3 days before we get to town, before we get to Farside, and it should be very easy traveling. So, eat up. We'll be leaving right after breakfast.
Okay, well, I'm gonna finish off Becky, and then I'm gonna go to the cart and just check to make sure all the barrels are there and we haven't lost anything in the meantime.
Okay. Anybody else doing anything before you guys head out?
Yeah, while Karen's finishing her meal, Leon will eat quickly, help bust the table, and if they'll let me help clean some dishes behind the bar.
Oh, he doesn't want you behind the bar.
Okay, then I will go out and help set up the cart for the trip.
Okay. Dan and Orient?
Yeah, I will of course assist with the preparation for the travel.
Dan will just like collect up all the dirty plates once, like dirty plates and bowls once everyone's finished, and just like stack it up on the bar and just have like peek up over the top of it. Just sort of smile and like say, thank you.
And the kid's behind the bar. He's like, oh, no, thank you. Absolutely. You have a wonderful trip.
Can I ask a question?
Sure.
Khan said that she was drinking rotgut. What kind of berry is that juice made out of?
Oh, that's not made out of juice. That's the leftovers from the beer barrels that we keep.
Oh, that doesn't sound good at all.
Well, it's not unless you're a dwarf.
Huh. Sorry, sorry for bothering you, asking questions. Just
no.
I guess I just don't know a whole lot about the world.
Oh, what would you like to know? I know a lot. We have a lot of people coming here.
I think that this is kind of why we're traveling. Is that it will give me chances to learn things. Like now I know what rotgut is, and that I shouldn't drink it because it sounds terrible.
Oh, yes, it's horrible. Don't do that. If I would advise you that unless you're a dwarf, don't touch it. Although if you want to be mean to somebody, you could order it for them and see what happens, because that's happened before, and that is funny. So, this kid's about 11, 12 years old, so that's...
And yeah, then we're like, once he's like pushed all the plates out and like set them all on the bar, just gonna like nod his thanks, turn around and go like help everybody else try to get the cart prepped and ready.
Alright, you guys get the cart all sorted.
When Leon is doing that, can I check, does Leon feel any familiarity with setting up horses and tack and bit and all that?
Let's see, does he? Not really. Like, you're like, eh? This is not something, you're just like, I don't. You're just kind of like looking at it like, you understand the basics because you saw, the other people doing it, but...
All right.
Hey, K-Stone, thank you for the cheer. Woo! Get up there on that list. Yeah, so you guys get the cart ready. Karn comes out, and she's like, are you guys ready? All right. She climbs on, she's like, let's go. And she moves you guys along. And your trip goes fairly uneventful until you reach the city gates. Let me move you guys all to the city gates.
I don't know if I've said it yet, but Leon, he is wearing that necklace that he found in his pockets.
Oh,
when he
okay.
woke up. So wearing it prominently displayed.
The pendant with the moon
Yeah.
symbol, crescent symbol on it. I'll be wearing that as well, but sort of inside sort of dress collar, but you can see it, but it's sort of not overtly worn. It's just worn underneath the clothing.
Can I just check as well? Did we get the name of the city that we're going to?
Yeah, it's Farside.
Okay.
you guys start to approach the city. As you get closer to the city, you can hear the hustle and bustle of what appears to be quite a fairly decent-sized city. You're starting to pass other travelers as you get within about 4 or 5 miles of it. And the travelers are of every shape and size. You see pretty much any race you can think of. You see Dragonborn, Lizard folk, a couple of Verdans. You see a couple of Tabaxi. Just random races as you guys that are heading the same direction you are. That are heading away from town.
I'll obviously be keeping my eye out for any other Leonins.
You kind of notice that Tabaxi kind of look like a Leonin. You're like, they're kind of small, but they kind of look the same. Like maybe cousins, or a subtype, a subrace of Leonin. Maybe you're not quite sure.
I always pictured it that Tabaxi were like cheetahs and Leonin were like lions or tigers. That was the kind of difference.
Yeah, I always. The way I describe them is they're more of the smaller cats, jaguars, things like that, whereas the Leonin are the lions, tigers, the big cats, the big cats.
Yeah.
But I know they'd be distinct from what I am.
Oh yes, they're distinct.
Yeah. Okay.
As you approach the gate, there's only 2 guards stationed out front. They're pretty much not bothering anybody who's coming in. As you draw the cart across the drawbridge, one of the guards goes, "Hey, Karen." She's like, "Hey." He's like, "You, what in the hell is that?" "Oh, it's our cart. It's fine. Just," he goes, "Okay, just another one of those things you do, huh?" She's like, yeah. It's kind of like they've known each other for years, and he's just like, "What in the hell?" You are getting a few stares from people.
So have we crushed any small animals with this thing?
No.
Haven't run over any squirrels?
No. It's a little too loud for you to catch any of them unawares.
To be fair, have we helped level the road out as we've been going?
Maybe we could go.
We're providing a service.
Yes, you're providing a service. Yes, you're definitely. It seems to move. Once you get onto the drawbridge and into the cobblestone, it seems to move a little less stable because there's not as much grip. Like it doesn't bite into the dirt, so the cobblestone's just kind of grinding on it a little bit. So you guys are inside the city. So go ahead and move your guys inside up there.
Should I be? Oh, there we are. Just a huge map. All right.
Yeah.
By the way, my screen is black, if that's
Mine
normal.
too.
Yeah. Scroll all the way down.
Okay. Oh, you're right.
Yeah. You should.
I can't see a thing.
Do you not have your vision again?
Nope.
Why not have vision? Let me
Me?
fix it. It's fine. I can fix it. It's all good.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting.
Is that
I
better?
can see now.
There you
Yeah,
go.
that's a lot better.
Should be daylight. So.
I can see perfectly now.
So there you guys are. You notice that it is a nice little town square. Shops are set up. People are moving to and fro. And Karn's like, "Well, we need to go to the brewery, which is on the other side. So she leads you guys through here. You notice that you're not getting any stairs except for the cart itself. Like, nobody pays any attention to any of you in particular, but the cart itself seems to be a problem for people.
So it's a bit breaking some noise ordinances.
Yes.
And it probably offends their sense of how things should be.
Yeah.
I will turn now. What's now?
Well, we're going to head to the...
To the brewery.
Yeah, we're going to head to the brewery. And she says, it's called the Fat Goblin.
Okay.
Pull you guys over here.
It just says loading Fat Goblin at the moment.
Yep, you're loading a Fat Goblin.
Here we go.
Everybody have vision on here now?
Yep.
Yep.
Oh, goody.
I can see indoors if that matters.
Nah, not really. That does not matter for purposes of what we're doing today.
Okay.
So you guys pull the cart up here, and she's like, "Stay with the cart. Don't let anybody near it. I'll be back." You see her head inside. You notice this seems to be a fairly decent-sized establishment. The front has a Fat Goblin sign. It's basically a big fat goblin. And not a pleasantly depicted goblin either. It's more of a snaggle-toothed, big-eared, huge nose, got one eye kind of crooked.
Fat ugly goblin.
Yeah, fat ugly.
Fugly goblin.
Yeah, fugly goblin. It is a fat, ugly ass goblin.
Looking back and forth, how similar is that look to Dan?
Yeah,
Not even.
Dan is Dan is staring up at this sort of very grotesque caricature of a goblin, and sort of clutching his quarterstaff quite tightly, and then entirely inadvertently, without him knowing quite how he's done it, black spectral energy forms in his hand, and from the top of the quarterstaff, a sort of spectral scythe shapes out. And he goes from glaring up at the staff sign to looking at it and then just being like, ah! And, like panicking, trying to hide it, and just like ducks the weapon down low and shoves it underneath the cart.
Oh, Dan, what was that? What's going on?
That's one of my abilities, and I have no idea how Dan did it yet. So.
Yeah, Orient will look.
I will pop the actual cantrip in the chat log.
Leon will just tell yeah, Dan, you guard underneath the cart there. That's good.
Make sure nobody burrows up from underneath, right?
Right. Yeah, that's Dan's job. Leon will take his guarding job seriously and just start patrolling around the cart, walking laps.
Nobody seems to bother you. A couple of minutes goes by, and she comes back outside, and she's like, "All right, start unloading them."
Like that smell. That's cool.
All right. Yeah, Leon gets to work getting those barrels down.
Orient helping.
Yeah, she helps you too.
Yeah. By the way, Orient will look down the car and Dan, you can come out. You don't need to stay down there.
And it's gonna like tentatively pick up the quarterstaff and be quite relieved when it stays just being a stick. As it comes out.
I'll hold the horses and make sure nobody steals the cart.
So you guys enter and you notice there's a couple of patrons.
Hold on, I'm gonna have to take some time to undo these knots. I did them very well.
Yeah. Throwing this person here. They go over here by the door.
Are we in front? Are we going to a door? Or are we going to the back of the?
You're going to the door. You should be able, if you zoom in on that, you should be able to click the door and open it. You click on that door?
Oh, yeah, I clicked on the door.
Yeah.
And if you click on the other door, you'd be able to open that one too. That's what I love about this thing. It's so great.
That's cool. I like that. Okay. Well, whilst we're waiting for Corn to conclude business, I'm going to go over to here.
Hmm?
Is that somebody I know or somebody I don't know? That's somebody I don't know.
That's somebody you don't know. So when you enter this, you see this establishment. There's a couple of patrons. There's a guard standing by the front door. Looks kind of like a bouncer. And then you see the owner of the establishment is a very large, very hefty-looking orc. He's like, "Hey, put those in the back," and he'll motion to tell you to put them back here. Back this way. Behind him in the
I'll sit at the table.
Here?
yeah, back there. Yeah, just put them back there. You notice there's some more barrels back there. He's like, "Ah, that's good." Dan's taking him a long way.
Like,
Dan is
where
opening
did you
every
come?
door in the inn.
Dan, where did you come from?
Apparently there are doors that go all over the place in here. There's one that leads out the back as well. It's nice to have lots of different ways to run.
Yeah, just we don't own the place, Dan.
Oh, is that? And Dan's gonna go out the door and close it behind him, and then out the door and close it behind him, and come back around in the proper way.
Alright. Quit opening them. Leave them alone. I got
Dan is just slamming doors.
Dan just, where's this one go? Oh, that's not mine either. Click. That's not mine either. Click. Like, hey. When she finally comes back in after with the last barrel, he's like, "Hey, where are all these new people come from?" She's like, "Oh, they washed up on shore. Needed a job, so they helped us build that cart out front." He's like, "Oh, they built a cart? They ain't good at doing anything else?"
Not sure
I
yet.
have a few
I
talents.
seem to have a talent for opening doors. And Dan's gonna go and open a door. And close it.
Well, I mean, I guess that's, you can always use door openers, I guess.
Believe we're pretty capable of handling ourselves in a fight as well.
Oh,
Thankfully, we didn't have to display that on the trip up here.
oh, well, if that's the case, well, first let me, Karn, how much do I owe you this time? She's like, "Well, that's 8 barrels, but you see her doing math, and she's like, there'll be 64 gold. He's like, "Okay." You see him reach under the bar and grab a pouch and start counting it out in little stacks. They're like, "There you go, 64. She's like, "Okay." And she goes, "Come here. Dan, Orient, Lion, Echo, come here." She's like, "And here's yours." She hands each of you 15 gold.
Awesome. Thank you very much. Much appreciated.
I'm sorry, 10 gold. My bad. 10 gold. Everybody gets 10 gold. I'm trying to do the math in my head.
She gives us 15 and takes 5 back.
Yeah. For room and board.
Inventory.
So you each.
Did we get money
Had
before.
five- We had 5 gold previously, didn't we?
Yeah. Did we?
Gave us 5 gold to start with, and then we were going to get paid the rest of it at the end.
Yeah.
Which was we got 15 gold each.
Small fortune, really.
He's like, well, she's like, she turns to you and she's like, well, that is, I mean, you guys are welcome to come back with me to the village, or you guys can stay here, whatever you want. Just, I'm going to go drink. She heads over to the edge of the bar where there happens to be a nice, tall, she pulls out her own big metal stein. She sets it down. He's like, I know. Hold on a second. And he comes down to the bar, and you see him reach under and grab this tiny half keg, sets it on the bar, taps it, pours this. It looks like a liquid, sort of. It's more of more kind of oozes. It has the consistency of ketchup. It's brown-ish color. You guys can probably figure out that it's probably more rot gut. He sets it down and he goes, there you go. And she's like, okay. She starts drinking and ignores the rest of you. What are you guys doing?
Orient
Yeah.
will ask. Go ahead, Robert.
I was just gonna. You guys want to find a table, have a drink, celebrate our successful job?
I think that's a very good idea. Why don't we go and pick this one in the corner over here?
Leon will buy the first round of drinks.
Will Orient tell him don't waste money for drink. Well, he might need it for later.
Well, I don't think one drink's going to bankrupt me.
Hope so.
I'll have fruit juice, please.
All right. Collect the group's orders and put it in. One fruit juice, an ale for Leon. What's everybody else want?
Orient will start water. He'll drink. He's boring.
And Dan, do you want anything to drink?
Yeah, and basically Dan's just going to leave it up to you, but then be somewhat suspicious because he had the conversation before about sometimes people buy rock gut for people as like a prank. And so he's going to sniff it very, very cautiously and take tiny little sips.
2 ales, a juice, and a water.
Okay. That'll be 2 ales.
And,
Let's call
Orient-
it 5 silver.
All right. I pay the man and take the drinks to the table.
Mark it off of your sheet.
Orient will ask the bartender that is there any place he can sell a starter leather?
You got stuff to sell? I buy stuff.
Oh, you buy? Then
Well, yeah.
I have this starter leather.
Well, hold on a second. I mean, you have to bring it to where I buy stuff. Give me 1 second. He's like, follow me.
Okay.
He takes you upstairs to this side here. He's like, okay. You see he's got a table with some various stuff. He's got a little chest behind him. He's like, okay, let me see it. Put it on the table.
And I will put it on the table.
He
Of
takes-
course, by the way, I clean that
yeah.
leather like before, of course.
Yeah, he's looking at it, he picks it up, and he kind of notices there's like a little scratch here and a little hole over here, and there's like missing a couple things. He goes, let me see here. Let me, give me 1 second. He's busy inspecting it. I need to pull up my price list here.
I'm just discussing with the others how bad I thought Karn's breath was that entire trip.
Well, if you drink that kind of stuff, I think it probably is going to affect all sorts of systems inside you. Hence
I
the
thought
fruit juice.
I thought we ran over a skunk one time. It was bad.
Uh,
Fragrant, I think, is probably the politest way of describing.
it's like, I'll give you 4 gold for it.
Only 4 gold.
Well, yeah, it's used and.
Yeah, it's still, yeah, it still can be good. Can I make a insight check if he tried to rob me?
Sure, go ahead.
Okay. Wow.
No, he's not trying to rob you. It's about 10%, give or take.
Oh. Hmm.
Yeah.
Okay, then he will only 4 gold, right?
Oh, yeah. I mean, I gotta clean it, and I gotta fix it. I mean, I'm probably not gonna make any money off of this at all.
Then I will give it.
Okay. Mark, take the studded leather off of your character sheet and add 4 gold. He's like, hey, you seem to be like the smart one of the group. You wouldn't be willing. You guys looking for a job, are you?
Uh, Orient will look to him. What kind of job?
Well, you see, I have this issue with some, let's call them vermin, in the cellar of my storehouse. I was wondering if you could go get rid of them for me.
Vermont.
Yeah,
You
sure.
like mean a big rat?
Yeah, you could say rats. You can call them rats.
Hmm. Why not? I will ask my the group and see, but then I will tell you the answer. Like, give me a few moments, and I will tell you what
Sure.
we.
No problem. Take your time. They're not going anywhere,
Then
and I'm not going in there until they're gone. So,
yeah, can see Orient leaving, and he will come and sit between Leon and Dan, and will ask them first. Orient will ask them, uh, "What do you have planned now that we are now in the city? We don't have anything. By the way, I get a job if you wish to help, and we might get a work of it."
Job? Yeah. What's it pay?
First, I didn't want to discuss the payment before I ask you. I don't. I don't want to take a job without know if you are with me or not. This is your choice.
What is the job? Did you at least ask them?
Yeah, the job is like Oriental. Don't worry, Leon. The job have their fight. Their fight, I believe. But we're gonna kill Vermint. He said he have problem with the I think big rats in his store, and he asked to assist, and we might get some payment to help us in our journey. And I will look to Dan and sorry, what's her name again? Sorry,
Echo.
sorry, Echo.
Echo.
I will look to Echo, and it's your choice, Echo. And I'll look down Dan if you would like to join me.
I, I'm interested, definitely, but I would. Two things. One, I'd kind of like to know how much the payment is. And secondly, there is a bit of shopping in town I'd like to do first before I take on any jobs. But that isn't to say that I'm not interested in the job. I am.
Why not? Then while you're shopping, we can me and the rest of group discuss the payment. And from now, I will tell you, don't think the payment will be high. I don't believe. I believe anyone can do that, but he decided to choose us because we are the closest one. So we're gonna have this is our second mission, our quest. But if you like, we're gonna discuss the matter of payment while you're shopping. You can come with us.
I don't know whether or not, now that we've all been paid, I don't know if any of you want to come shopping with me. You're more than welcome.
Yeah, if you're looking for someone to walk with you, I will. Nothing I need to buy, but better. I feel like going on a walk.
I just want to get some. I want to get some clothes, and I want to see if I might be able to, what simple musical instruments I might be able to purchase, and I wouldn't mind getting a dagger.
Orient, I trust you to negotiate on our behalf, but yes, I am on board. Squashing some rats for some coins sounds like something I can do.
Excellent. Danny.
Assuming we're not paid copper pieces to do it, then I'm interested as well.
Yeah, of course. I will not waste our time.
Yeah,
I
fair.
think it makes sense to do a job to get money payment. We're going to need it because we don't know how long we're going to be traveling and whether we can start figuring out who we are and where we were going. And
I mean,
I will help with negotiations.
Okay.
the one thing I would say is at the moment we're in a city. I'm sure that we do need to travel elsewhere, but it might be worthwhile just taking stock for a few days while staying in the city, seeing what work we can pick up whilst we're here to earn a little coin. Then, perhaps if we're here a few days, maybe some of our memories might start to come back to us.
Yeah, that's my plan. Hang out here a couple days, look around town, hopefully see something that jogs my memory on something.
Exactly. Or what another reason perhaps for taking a wander around the city and seeing what we can see.
Also, like to build contacts, be able to talk to people, and taking jobs. Best way to do that.
And Dan looks like pretty considerably across the table at the bouncer who's standing by the door, and is just thinking, maybe I could find some work as a doorman. Do seem to have a knack for it.
Orient will look, Dan, you are. I believe you can do better than that.
Leon coming with me.
Yes, Leon will go.
Dan is staying. Dan is staying with Orient to negotiate payment.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah,
So-
and for just for a reminder, I believe no need like just he Orient want to make sure now he doesn't want anyone how call it use us. No need to tell anybody, and he will look down to that. No need anybody know that we have problem with our memory.
I wasn't going to discuss it. The one thing we probably will need is we're probably going to need a room for the night. I'm going to go up to the gentleman behind the bar.
Okay.
How much would it cost to rent a room for a day or two?
Oh. Well, it's normally 5 silver a night. But that's not including food. They're
Okay,
common.
well, that's
They're common rooms, so
I will turn to Echo, and I will take care of that.
Thank you. That's very kind of you. I was going to say, do you have a kind of common room that has 4 beds in it that perhaps we could just take for the evening?
well, yeah. If you get all 4 of them, then nobody else can sleep there.
Fantastic. Well, why don't we go and can we just let you know that we're going to be taking that room and pay you in advance, and you just let people know that those rooms are taken?
Sure.
Fantastic.
I will pay him.
All right. That's 2 gold.
And I will hand him 3 gold with the food because he said it's 5 silver without the food, right?
Hmm.
Yeah, I will hand him 3 gold. I will tell him this is with the
That includes food.
yeah. And I will talk to the friend here, and I will tell him, can we discuss what exactly your problem? You want to kill us some rats, but
Yes,
are there
vermin.
like a lot? Yeah, a lot, little. You have a big problem with them.
Well, I mean, I have a problem with them.
No, I know you have a problem, but I mean, are there a lot of them down there?
I don't know. I was told there was a bunch of rats down there, so I don't go down there because I don't like rats.
Okay, Oriental. Then can we discuss how much will pay us if we kill these rats?
Sure. Let's say, actually, first, if to carry this 7. Uh, tell you what, if you can clean out my basement and make sure there's no more rats and the rats aren't coming back, I will give you uh, uh, 50 gold and split amongst yourselves.
I believe you can raise it
Really?
a
For
little.
rats?
Yeah,
Come on, it's 50 gold.
you said you have this problem and you hate rats, and I can make sure that the rats, hopefully, they will not come to you. I will not leave that basement until know the resource and the problem even. Like I will not just kill the rats. I will know how the rats coming in. What do you say?
Uh, 60 gold. Not a gold more.
Okay. And I will go down. I will put my fist down to fist bump him.
Dan will, and then Dan will just again like lean up over the bar and just sort of say, just so that we have all options available, um, do the rats need to die, or can we just like remove them humanely?
Well, I mean, rats will come back if you don't kill them. But I mean, as long as they don't come back into my store, I'm not worried about them.
Okay, just so that we are aware that there is the option that we could just try to remove them and then secure your storeroom so that they can't get in again.
Yes.
Well, I was going. Okay, sorry, I'm not there. I'm going to shut up.
Yeah. Then I will tell him. Then give us a moment. Our friend go for market to have little bit preparation, and me and my friend will wait here until they come, and I
Sure.
will assist you with your problem. And I will turn to Dan. By the way, does Orient know about Dan telepathy, the telepathy power?
Well, you know that he can. You know that you can hear him in your head sometimes when he gets really super excited or super scared or other
I
random
will.
intervals.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it is worth mentioning. I don't think anybody has told Dan that that's happened, so he doesn't know that people can hear him.
Yeah.
Okay, but because I want to know how this ability work. Like Orient, if I believe Orient and Leon heard that.
Yeah.
Oh, Echo. Yeah, yeah. And I will ask Dan to come with me on the table here, down there. I will ask him, Dan, can you come? I have a few things I will talk to you.
Okay.
Then I will like quietly talking with him. Just I will tell him, just listen to me, Dan. You know you can send and talk to people without moving your mouth.
And Dan sort of goes, I can? And you hear, like, in his head, oh no, that's bad. That's not good.
You need to calm down. Yeah, don't worry. And by the way, Orient, don't worry, it is not bad. Actually, it is very good. Like, he heard what you said when he said, this is not bad, and don't worry, it is not bad, it is good, actually.
And Dan, like, pointedly, like, keeps his mouth, like, really tightly closed and is just sort of trying as hard as he can to mentally project, like, 7, 7, 7.
Uh, Dan, if you're thinking about number 7, yeah, I heard that.
Oh, you really can. Oh,
Calm
that's not
down,
good.
Dan. Dan, you need to calm down. Don't worry, I believe this ability have limits. I'm not sure. I'm not sure how that work, but I believe you you can send you can talk to us. And by the way, does it is work like I will close my eye and I will talk without talking? Like I want if Dan can hear me. Like, can you hear me, Dan, without talking?
And yep, no, I can't because it's one way.
Like, okay, then
I
I
need to
will.
actually double check. I think I'll need to double check the actual specific wording. I don't think I can hear other people. It's just me being able to transmit, but I will double check.
If it's the same as the clockwise halflings, I think you can send and receive with the specific creature that you're. I don't know about Verdant, so I could.
The process of communication is slow and limited, allowing you to transmit and receive only simple ideas and straightforward concepts. So, basic numbers, you know.
So yeah, I can basically establish a link, and
Yeah.
then it's just the fact that it has to be like the rate at which you actually like think things through, and it can't be anything too complicated.
Yeah.
Like example, when I said you can hear me, he should hear me. That right?
Well,
Yeah, I would
he
have
should
heard.
hear, he should get the impression of yes. Yeah. Yeah. More of a questioning, is this coming through? Not, you're not going to be able to communicate in sentences, as it were. It's more of a basic concept. Think of it as the kind of commands you could give with the command spell or to a zombie. Like simple, simple phrases of,
Move, stop, go, like that. Yeah.
yeah.
Or a golden Labrador.
Yeah, yeah, more of like what you could teach an animal to do.
Then I will after like Orient tried to make a what he see when he said, "Do you hear me?" Does it he only feel that Orient sent him a message, but not the word itself?
Yeah.
No, I want Dan.
Yeah, I can. And Dan's gonna again like sort of stop himself as he's speaking and like pointedly close his mouth and just sort of be answering telepathically and be like, "Yeah, I can hear you too. It's fuzzy. It's not quite like thinking, but yeah."
I will tell him, Dan. This is a very powerful ability. You need to hide it. Make sure no one know about it.
Mhm.
And he will tell we.
And you just start
Yeah.
it's like, oh no, I've got something else I've got to
No,
hide.
no, you have. I will tell him. No, I will just tell him. Like I want to praise him. Like you have a good ability. You need to hide it. And
Dad is
that
going to reach for his mug of ale, like the half that he hadn't quite finished earlier, and just like down it incredibly quickly.
and that will help you later on if anything happen, and you don't want. If you saw something, and you don't want anybody here, you can send us me and Echo and Leon. These people you can trust them, Dan. And if anything you want for me, ask me. I will do my best.
Okay. Okay, for the moment, I would like to. And Dan's gonna sort of like get up, go outside, gather like sticks, and is going to attempt to assemble a rudimentary rat catching cage.
Okay, so while that's going on, Echo and Leon, you guys head out into the big wide city.
Yeah, we're going to wander back towards where we saw that market square because
Yeah.
that's probably going to be a good place to start looking.
Yes, you guys managed to make your way back to the market. Again, nobody's giving you a second look, and you do know, like I said, this seems to be filled with a plethora of races.
Okay, I just put up cheerful song.
Mhm.
As I'm wandering along, I'm singing that.
Okay.
So basically, on a turn-by-turn basis, I'm just giving myself one extra temporary hit point, and Leon as well,
Yeah.
and we're +1 on our first attack roll or saving throw or ability check.
Right. So you start humming a cheerful little tune, and you're still not sure what the words are to that song.
I'm happy.
You're kind of making up words to the song that you heard from your music box. Leon, you feel your spirit. Echo seems to that song. Echo singing seems to make you feel a little better. You know, your spirits are a little lifted. You're like, yeah, this is pretty cool. You kind of, got your little. You kind of like, shaking your paw a little bit to it. You guys enter the marketplace, and there is a bustle of people. Where would you like to go?
I'm following Echo's lead, but I am keeping an eye out, like I was before, for other Leonins. Also keeping an eye out for any sort of garrisons or guards, or anybody wearing an insignia that looks like mine.
There are guards posted around. We see some of them most of them are just standing around. You see a couple that are wandering through. You do notice another Leonin. Looks like he's shopping for furs at one of the open markets.
Right, I don't approach him yet, but I just take good note of how he's dressed, what his fashion's like, so I can.
He looks like your actual token. He's dressed in kind of like the more of the Highlander, like a Highland kind of get up.
All right, yeah, just taking note of that so I can attire myself and integrate with my own culture.
So, Echo, where are you heading?
The first place I'm looking for is somewhere where I can buy some like trousers and a tunic and a good pair of boots.
Okay. You managed to find a clothier. Would you like the outdoor open person with a wagon, or would you prefer a building?
Prefer a building.
Okay. So you wander around for a bit and you find a clothier store. You enter and there's a nice little halfling sitting behind the counter. You notice a couple of other halflings milling about, going to and fro into the back and back out with like little, the swatches of cloth and some leathers. Oh, hi there. How are you today? How can I help you?
I'm very well. I'm wondering whether or not you, as you can see, this outfit will not do.
Oh no, terribly. It doesn't fit you at all.
Exactly. I would like something made a little bit more to measure.
Oh.
Something off the that can be adjusted.
Oh, absolutely. Follow me.
I'm thinking. Lead on. My name is Echo. What's your name?
Oh. My name is Jennifer, and this is my shop. If you come over here, she leads you to a place that's got like the three mirrors and the little podium. She's like, stand right here. Hold still. She's like, would you like colors that match your hair or your eyes?
Oh, definitely my hair.
okay. And she runs off. She grabs a couple swatches of clothing. She kind of a couple swatches, and she's like holding them up to you. And she goes through the whole thing, and she's like, "Oh, this will definitely do." And she finds a nice, like fall leaf colored pattern. She's like, "Oh yes, this is definitely it." She goes, "I can make you something, or you can wear one of these, but I don't have this pattern in something made already. Which would you like?"
Now, what I'm looking for is a pair of long, thigh-length, soft leather cavalry boots.
Oh,
Like-
we don't have boots here. That's over at the cobbler's down the street. We have dresses, pants, tunics, clothes.
Pants and tunics are what I'm looking after that. And if you can point me in the direction of a good cobbler, that would
Oh,
be great.
absolutely. But do you want me to make you something, or do you want one of these that isn't this color? And she looks she's kind of like wanting you to take the color that matches what you want, as opposed to something off the rack.
Yeah, I can tell. I tell you what, we'll go with the color that you suggest. How quickly can you have something made up?
1 second. And she runs over and she flips it, but she goes, "I can have it for you tomorrow before dinner."
That will be perfect.
And I'm sure that and she goes over and she's like, she rummages through some stuff. She goes, and she pulls out a nice fox-colored pair of tunic, fox-colored pair of leggings, and she's like, "Oh, this is perfect. These will fit." She holds them up and she goes, "Oh, here, go try those on." And she shows you to the little cubby hole.
And I'll spend my time making sure that everything fits perfectly and it's all going to be great. And I ask her, and how much?
Oh, for the leggings? Oh,
And the tunic.
Oh, and the tunic? Let's see here. Measurements. It'll be 1 gold, 6 silver for the leggings, and it'll be 3 gold for the tunic.
No problem. I'll give her 2 gold coins now.
Okay.
It's 2 gold coins now, and I'll pick up the rest of it tomorrow and pay you the difference then.
All right. And what about your friend? Do you need anything?
Yeah, Leon will just point at a random fabric and say, "I'll take 2 yards of that."
2 yards of that? Oh, okay. That's 6 silver a yard, so that'll be 1 gold, 2 silver.
All right, I'll pay. Then I'll just start wrapping that around myself in the style I saw the other Leon wearing.
Okay, so you got 6 feet of a random color. Pick whatever color you want.
I'll say blue just to match my image.
Okay, so yeah, it's a tartan. It's a blue tartan colored, blue and green. And
I've crossed all the money off my character sheet, but I will assume that I'm just going to give her the rest of it when
Sure.
I turn up to pick up the other bit.
Okay.
And I'd say, it's been a pleasure doing business with you, and thank you very much. Can you point me in the direction of a good cobbler?
Yes. There's a gnome down the street. Go down 6 doors. You'll see a armor smith, and then to the left of the armor smith, you'll see the cobbler.
Perfect.
Tell him
Thank you very
Jennifer
much.
sent you.
Will do. See you tomorrow.
Bye. Have a good day.
I'll go out, follow her directions, and go and see if I can't find this nice gnome.
Oh yeah, the cobbler was right where she said it was. It's really loud as you approach the armor. You can hear the smith in the back.
Mm-hmm.
You know, the sounds of the
that
smithing being.
Club.
Yeah.
Yeah.
and you see a gentleman steps out as you approach the armor. You see a gentleman step out, and he's wearing this exquisite suit of plate mail that looks like it was just made, like it's all shiny and gleaming. And he has on the front is emblazoned a crest of two phoenix coming up out of a pyre.
Wow, cool.
And he's like, "Oh, sorry, my lady, I didn't see you standing there."
Problem at all. As I was just wandering past, I was admiring your fine armor, which is purchased recently from
Oh
the
yes,
armorer here.
oh yes. The
Beautiful
Hammerstones,
symbol.
they know how to make shit.
Well,
Oh, I'm sorry.
apparently
Excuse
so.
my language. They know how to make fine crafted goods.
Absolutely. I noticed the phoenixes rising from the pyre as a symbol upon the armor. Is that a personal crest, or is it?
Oh no. This
part
is
of you?
this is I belong to the Phoenix Legion. This is our emblem.
Excellent. Well, I must say, sir, uh, it looks splendid upon you.
Well, thank you.
Now,
Sir, the Phoenix Legion, is that based in town here, or is it an outpost?
Oh
What's
no. It's we're based in the capital, but like I said, the Hammerstones do the best work you'll ever find, at least in my opinion. So we only come here to get our work done.
Okay, so your legion has no presence here aside from the mundane.
Oh yes, no presence here.
If one were interested in signing up with the legion, how would that process start?
Oh, we have an extensive training program you would have to go through first. You would have to go to the capital. You would have to join the army there. Prove your worth. Several years. It would take several years.
No sort of fast track in.
Oh no. We don't accept just anyone into the Legion, of course.
That's very honorable. And is that a facet of your legion that puts you above the rest, or are other legions easier to gain admittance to?
Well, of course, there's other legions you can get into, but I mean, if you want to be the best, you want to join the Phoenix Legion.
Of course.
I mean, there's the Outriders from up north, but and unless you want to spend all day on a horse near the desert, I would suggest you don't. Just
do I get a sense that that's kind of like a rivalry kind of thing?
yeah. Oh yeah. Absolutely. Like it. You can honestly tell that this guy is just like he goes. He looks at you for a second. He goes, "Oh, so that's a nice insignia you have there. Do you belong to your own company?"
Not currently. This is more of a memory for me.
Oh, okay. Well, like I said, if you want to join the legions, come see us at the Capitol. We're always looking for new recruits, of course.
Sorry, your name is?
Oh, well, I'm Reginald. I'm Reginald Ostagar.
Of course you are. My name is Echo.
Well, it's pleased to meet you, Echo.
Echo Hemlock.
People call me Leon.
That's quite a name you have there, Leon. What tribe are you from, Leon?
That's a bit of a sensitive subject. I'd prefer not to discuss that.
Oh.
And earlier when he mentioned the insignia I had, did I see any recognition in his eye, or did he just see it?
He just noticed.
Symbol?
Yeah, it's just a symbol.
Okay. I would let him be on his way.
You have a wonderful afternoon. enjoy yourselves again. Stop by
You
and
do
see
the
us.
same.
So you guys go into the cobbler, and it is a mishmash of leather pieces and boots and soles, and doesn't look very well organized. There's an old gnome sitting behind the counter with one of those sets of glasses that kind of have the extra lenses that kind of pop down in front and pull up. And he's like, "Oh, hi, how you doing? Come on in. How can I be of service?"
Good afternoon. I've just come from Jennifer's shop, where I've made a couple of purchases, and I mentioned to her that I wanted a good quality pair of boots, and she recommended that I come and see you.
Oh. Well, that's
She
very
said
nice of her. Yes.
she said that you do very good work for very good prices.
Oh. Well, she's always so kind. Zibble.
Without actually casting charm, trying to be as charming as possible. Would you like me
Well,
to make a
here
best
at
perception check?
here at Zibblethorpe's, we always do quality work. What would you like?
I'm looking for a pair of long, thigh-length cavalry boots in a kind of light tan.
Oh, okay. And he hops down. He runs over. He starts rummaging through this thing, through this bin. That looks like it's basically boots with no soles on them. And he runs over and he's like, "Oh, have a seat." And there's a little like small bench there. And he's like, "Have a seat."
I'll take a seat where he suggests.
And he pulls this piece of leather with the laces on it, and he's like, "Oh, yes, this will be fine. Now I just have to find another one. Hold on 1 second." And he goes back over and he starts reading. Nope, that's not it. Nope, that's not it. Finally, he finds one that matches. He comes over and he laces it up, and he's like, "Oh, that's perfect. What kind of soles would you like on here? Traveling soles, hiking soles. We have climbing soles. We have swamp soles. I
think traveling soles would probably
traveling
be
soles.
the best.
Okay.
Please.
Are you going to be doing any adventuring? You and your companion seem like you're a little weathered.
It's possible. It's possible, yes.
You should probably get the hiking ones then. Much more comfortable. Lasts a little longer. You don't have to get them resold as often. Not quite as comfortable. Not quite as comfortable. But much more durable. And he's like, "Okay." And he unlaces them. He pulls them off. He comes over and he goes, "It will take about a half an hour. So why don't you grab something to eat outside at one of the vendors and come back, and I will have your soles for you. What about you, sir?"
I have no need for boots.
Oh, I can make some that lets you use your claws.
That's quite all right.
Open-toed. Really nice. A pair of sandals.
I think you should focus your efforts on my friend's boots.
Oh, okay. No problem. I just want to make sure I don't ignore any potential customers.
And how much would you like to be paid for these full boots?
It'll be 4 gold. Right? 4 gold. Just 2 for that one and 2 for that one. Yeah. 4 gold. That's okay, isn't it?
4 gold will be fine.
Oh, okay. You can pay me whenever you get back when we have everything done.
Perfect. And I'll say thank you very much. We'll be back in about half an hour, something like that.
Okay. And as you start to leave,
Leon,
Go ahead.
I say we're going to sit the shop, and I'm just going to say to Leon, how about some lunch? I'll buy you some lunch.
It sounds great, but I can pay my own way. We both got paid.
Oh, but you've been kind enough to wander around the shops with me. I'll treat you to lunch.
I'll never turn down a free meal.
As you exit the shop, you hear Zibblethorpe yell, "Bob! Otto! Get up here! Quick!"
And I'll just let them get on with it. There's probably going to be a bit of frantic activity in there for a little bit. All well and good.
Okay, so you guys head out and grab yourself something to eat. You return after your nice meal of mutton and whatever Echo wants to eat. I'm sure that Leon's like, "Ooh, look, meat."
Whatever menu option has the most meat, yes.
Yes. There's a nice tabaxi that is selling all sorts of delicacy meats.
In the meat platter with extra meat.
Yes.
Meat platter, side of meat.
Yeah. You guys spend. It'll be a gold for Leon stuff and 5 silver for Echo's non-meat vegetarian non-meat.
Okay, so that puts me down at 6 gold and no silver. I'm now down to.
You guys go back. These boots feel comfortable. They feel much better than the hand-me-down pair of walking boots that you've had on for the past 6-7 days.
Yeah. I'm not even going to. I'm just going to throw. I'm going to, as soon as I get the nice new ones, I'm going to put them on. I'm going to turn around to the gnome and say, "You are welcome to dispose of these however you wish."
Oh.
I'm just going to try.
Oh yes, we can reuse those. Thank you. You have a wonderful day, and don't forget Zibblethorpe's feet. Always go on yours.
Next time I need a good pair of boots, I know where to come.
Don't forget to tell your friends.
With that, I'm gonna head back to
Bob!
the fact.
Bob, get up here. And you guys rejoin. It's been about 2 hours, so back to Dan and Orient. What have you guys been doing for the past 2 hours?
Orient, after discussing with Dan his power, he will stand and will take a full round in the staples. Like he wants to see, because he said it is down. The vermin problem is down, right?
What's in the
Or
warehouse?
how? Yeah, and he wants to look around if there are like holes out there, some place that's the source of the problem.
Oh, the
Like
warehouse. The
you-
warehouse isn't here.
Oh, he's not here. Oh, okay, I thought it's down. Okay. So no, there he will stay with Dan all time. He will eat, I believe, because he already paid
Hmm?
for 2 days, and yeah.
What about you, Dan?
Like I said, Dan has been trying to build like a rat catching cage, essentially out of like wicker almost, where he's just getting like thin sticks and sort of weaving them over under to create like 4 rough panels that he can then try to like tie.
All right, then
And then close
give
off
me a
one corner
survival.
of it, and
Give me a
then build it
survival
back.
roll.
Say that we were going to perform this task for our.
Yeah, you managed to build what appears to be a nice rat cage. It's about a foot by a foot, give or take, unless you wanted it to be bigger.
No, that's genuinely what I was thinking, is that Dan's been told there are rats, so he's built something about the size of a shoebox.
Yeah, it's about a foot by a foot. It's very nice.
One thing I was also going to look around the market for that I forgot. Is there anywhere selling things like penny whistles, that sort of thing?
Oh yeah, there's plenty of plenty of musical instruments to be found.
Fantastic.
If you just want a little penny whistle, then yeah, it's like 2 copper.
And how much for a sort of small set of pan pipes?
5 silver. I mean,
Okay.
as long as you're not looking for something that's intricately made.
What serviceable is what we're looking for.
I'm sorry, what?
Serviceable.
Oh yeah, serviceable. 5 silver.
Silver is good. And if you shall I add in? Shall I add it on
Yeah, go ahead.
equipment? Okay, cool.
So yeah, Dan, how many of these did you want to try to make? Just one?
How many would I reasonably have been able to make with that survival roll of 16 in 2 hours? I'm assuming like one good one.
Well, no, you can make 2. If you're only making them a foot by a foot, it doesn't take. There's plenty of sticks and stuff around here to make them out of.
Okay, then I have 2 wicker rat catching.
Yes, you do. You have 2 wicker rat traps. We're going to take a small break here real quick. My wife is calling. So we will. You guys take a 10-minute break, and then we'll come right back to it, okay?
Okay.
Good.
Hi there, we are back. So you guys have finished all your shopping.
Mhm.
You have acquired a nice set of clothing, a set of panpipes. Dan has, as you arrive, you see Dan with carrying a what appears to be 2 rat traps, wicker in construction, back inside.
Oh,
Good going, Dan. That'll make them easier to kill.
I, whilst Danny's showing off his rat traps, I'm going to wander over to the gentleman at the bar and say, you wouldn't mind if I played Bond here, would you?
No.
And I'm going to I'm going to stand over here somewhere and start playing the panpipes.
Okay. Perception check, please.
Like
I mean, performance. Yes, sorry.
Public roll, normal roll.
Yes, you start playing a beautiful tune.
And I'll sort of stand there, cloth down in front, lay a cloth down in front of me, and put a couple of coins down there,
Okay.
and keep playing and see if any of the patrons will come over and tip me.
How long are you playing?
A couple of hours.
Oh.
Do you guys want to let Echo play for a couple hours, or are you guys looking for?
Do you want to get? Oh, do you want to get on? Do you want to go and do this first, and then I can come back and try this?
Orient want to talk with Leon and Echo and tell them that he had a good deal with the job.
Okay, what's the pay?
The total will be 60 gold.
Do I need to make a roll? Would my character know 60 gold for a rat problem is not a normal price for that kind of thing?
Yeah, make a wisdom check.
All right, wisdom. There we go.
No, seems good to you.
That's a really good deal, man.
Yeah.
He said the vermin, I believe it is rats.
60
Big
gold
rat.
to squash some rats. Let's do this.
Yeah, I think he
We'll-
mentioned that he's not very fond of rats, so that might be why he's willing to pay for somebody to come and fix the problem for him.
Hey, his problem, our boon, yeah.
What about you, Echo?
I'm very happy to come along. In fact, I have a spell that may be able to help.
Excellent. Then I will talk to our guy. We'll go here and tell him we are ready. Can you tell us where the warehouse?
Oh yeah, sure. Go out here, follow that small path out to the left. It'll take you right there. Can't miss it.
Okay. Then I will tell Dan you can open that door now.
Can do.
Then I will tell the guys to follow me.
Okay, and I'll follow our friend out. Need to get
Well, no, he meant out the front door.
The front door. I
I'm
thought
just
the
following
back door.
Echo.
Yeah, I thought the back door.
No, it's this one out front.
Dan, I'm sorry, it is the wrong door.
No worries. I can close them behind me as well.
Yeah, this path over here. this path over here.
Okay, well I'll wait until I'll wait here till Dan and Leon catch me up. Sorry, not Leon, Dan and Orient. And once they have caught me up, I'll then proceed up the path behind Leon.
Or it was just tricking Dan into opening more doors.
Yeah.
I genuinely can't wait until we encounter a locked door for the first time.
That cheerful song that I was singing earlier, because it's a cantrip, I'm going to do it again.
Okay. So, everybody drag your tokens out onto everybody here. Drag your tokens on the map outside this door.
Not seeing where you want it.
Do you guys not have vision again?
No, just black screen.
Yeah.
Why does it always do that? It's weird.
Because it enjoys fucking with you, dude.
Yeah. How's that? Is that better?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's much better.
Okay.
See,
Out here by the rocks in the front door.
Not letting me drag.
Me too.
Me either.
And I'll do it for you. There we
Thank you
go.
very much.
There you go.
Some sauce. And as stated, as we're wandering up there, I'll be singing.
Okay.
Cheerful
All right.
song.
Just let's go and kick some rats' asses.
Leon, can we not be haste?
It's just
Yes.
kind of rats. What's okay? What do you want to do first?
No, just look. I want to look around the warehouse because the deal not just get rid of the rats. The deal is how these rats come here,
All right.
and Orient will start take a full round and full round to the warehouse and come back the front door again to see if there any.
Well, you notice that there's a over here. Oops. Okay, when that happens. You see over here is another doorway. Looks like there's a couple of nice tables set out here for drinking. You wander around the backside. You notice there's two doors around the backside. If you want to investigate those.
Yeah, I will open to see what are the.
That is an outhouse. That is the other outhouse.
Yeah, Leon's just waiting by the front door. He thinks this is superfluous.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll. If those two want to take a quick circle round things and see what they can see, I'm quite happy to wait
Yeah.
with Leon by the front door.
Dan is just peering down into the hole in the outhouse just to check that it doesn't lead down into the basement, so that this is how the rats are getting in.
Does Dan have dark vision?
60 feet of dark vision.
In the one you're in, no, it does not. There does not appear to be from what you can see. But down in there is a lot of gook, so there may be something underneath the gook. But
How similar is it to Karn's rot gut?
Smells worse, but probably has the same consistency. The other one does appear to have maybe a light coming in from below some of the gunk, but you would have to get down in there to tell.
Okay, well, at least it's a lead. If we can get down to the basement, we can check. And if we need to plug this hole up, we'll find a way. Yeah, and Dan's
what-
gonna run out, run like a couple of steps, then remember that he didn't close the door, and so turn around and go and close the door.
Okay.
And then tell
Uh,
us what he's got.
There's a door over here on the back, and then there's stairs that lead up to another door. These stairs lead up to another door. There's 2 spots back here in the back. In the back is where they, you can tell that they extract the brew into the barrels. Maybe water, maybe brew. When you come back around here, there's another door on this side.
Anything suspicious? Okay.
No, nothing suspicious.
I think we
Oh,
should
there's
go
nothing
in.
like a holes for these.
Nope, not around here. There doesn't appear to be.
Hmm.
Do we have the keys to the door?
It's open.
Oh, okay, well, let's go inside.
Is it open?
It doesn't look open. I
Leon
opened
bumps his nose on the door as he tries to walk in.
Yep. It's closed and locked.
Or did he give you the key to get in?
He didn't say anything about keys.
How far a walk is this?
It's about a quarter mile, give or take.
Okay,
Like
so
like if I run back to the. First I'll check the door if it is open.
I used to be able to do 400 meters in about 45 seconds.
Yeah.
So
If you want to, or you can.
5 minutes. Perhaps if somebody just quickly pops back to go and, or shall I do it?
I will.
Dan, are you trying to open that door?
It's weird.
Yeah,
This
well,
one doesn't open.
Nope, it doesn't open.
Nah.
I will
Yeah.
run back to this orc bartender.
Yeah, you get back and Lothar's like, what do you want? Thought you guys were going to go take care of it. You done already?
It's closed.
Bring me. Oh! And he's like, he reaches up under his shirt and he pulls out a key and he's like, here, sorry about that. You don't want people wandering around, getting into my stuff.
And you could tell us before we leave.
You didn't ask.
It is your warehouse. Then I will not stay and argue with him like a meet there. Leave.
Yeah.
And I will back to the party.
Go ahead, Dan. Check the door again.
It's okay. I figured it out.
Did I reach the? Did I arrive? I was still not.
Alright, we got it.
Yeah, you have a key.
Yeah, I will open the front door.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay. Dan, how did you enter?
Yeah, true.
Uh,
On the left hand side.
the door wasn't opening, and so I looked, and there was like this little slot, and so I picked up a stick, and I put the stick, and I jiggled it, and then the door opened.
Awesome.
Dan, master of
Okay.
doors.
Gentlemen,
Dan,
I believe down is over here.
You're
and while walking, I will tell Dan we need to talk about your problem with dogs later on.
all right. So you guys are gonna head. You gues are gonna head down and not look around. Okay. Sure.
And Dad's just
I
sort of
was
muttering under his
like-
breath, going like, "I'm not the one who had a problem with the door."
The dog have a problem with me.
I think we can search the place, search upstairs when we're finished dealing with downstairs.
Okay. So who went down the stairs first? Leon.
Leon, yeah.
I believe Echo and Leon.
And then.
Leon's first. I'll follow behind. I'll follow behind Leon.
Yeah, unless anybody else wants to go first, Leon will normally walk in front.
I mean, you hum,
Yeah.
hum, hum. So you've got +1 on any skill check or saving throw or attack roll,
It's just a door.
and that's what they all say.
Yeah.
It's just a door, and then
Here, hold on a second. Everybody move down so we can get Orient onto the page here. Onto the stairwell. There we go.
Okay.
Orient. It's fine. It is. Sorry, let me fix this again. So there, you should be able to always see where you can see.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Okay.
Yeah.
So you guys are looking around.
Yep.
I will look around. First, we need to take care of this creature. Oh, okay, it's show up.
Everybody, if you click on your token and then click on your toggle combat state, which is the shield and swords, it will add you to the initiative, and then just click on your d20 on your initiative roll, and it will roll initiative for you.
I click on my token.
Yeah, right click on your token.
Yep, done that.
And then click on the sword and shield where it says toggle combat state. There you go.
Yep.
And then click on the fiery shield, the second thing that says combat tracker, and then click on your.
Right. So I clicked on the combat.
Yeah.
Right, there we go. And marker. It says.
Yeah. And at the top where it says chat log, combat tracker, go to the combat tracker and click on your d20. That's next to your name.
What, did I?
Yeah, you're on there.
Did
Just go to the.
There's nothing.
At the top.
Black for me.
What do you mean?
It's the initiative core is the second one on the right. It's black for me. It's like dark. I can't see anything.
Oh, there we go. It's rolled it.
I rolled it, so.
Oh, sorry. Okay, well, you've rolled it. Thank you.
Okay.
Well, in which case, thank you very much for the really nice roll.
It's whatever. Okay, so Orient, you see a giant rat that comes out from under the barrel and is heading towards Dan.
Okay.
Oh, I'm sorry. You rolled a 21. Would you like to give that to somebody else?
Yes, actually, but I'm thinking. But I want to see the leather, the turn order. I can't see it anywhere. Oh, I cannot.
I don't know why you can't see it. Can anybody else?
If you check in the tabs, you should have a little power across the second icon.
The combat tracker.
Yeah,
Yeah.
try right-clicking it to pop it out.
Yeah, if you right click it pops out and you can drag it and have it visible on the screen.
Yeah, it's sure.
So you can see your rolls at the same time you see the combat tracker.
The first things I will like, Dan. Like I'll Dan, come here now. And the moment I call Dan, he gonna the one who first move.
Okay.
Dan, you're gonna move first.
Modify. Dan gets a 21. And Orient gets an 8. Is that not a cool ability or what?
That is
It's very cool.
Oh, sorry, I killed you, Dan. My bad.
Don't
Dan!
I would love that if I was an assassin.
Damn, that was fast in first combat. First kill.
Dan's like, roll for initiative. Fuck, I'm dead. Oh, that didn't go the way I wanted it. All right, Dan, it's your turn. Orient gave you a healthy bit of advice to get the hell out of Dodge.
Just looking down, is this rat big enough to fit in either of the traps I've prepared?
No. It's about 2 feet. Now, if you put him end to end, yeah, you might be able to squeeze his face into one and his butt in the other.
Oh, I don't want to squish him. Then yeah, I will take the disengage action and back up.
Okay. Any bonus actions?
Yeah, I think as Dan sort of like ducks behind these barrels there at the corner and is like close to the stairs and is just sort of like going, he's still got his quarterstaff like clutched in his hand, and his other hand sort of instinctively strays down to his pocket and touches the horrible mummified goblin hand that he has in his pocket, and once again casts this cantrip where a spectral scythe blade forms at the end of the quarterstaff.
Wow, cool. I'm going to toss that into chat for everyone to see that again.
And once again, it just sort of lets out a squeak of like, I don't know why it does that.
Okay, Echo, your turn.
I'm going to cast Fairy Fire
Okay, where?
on the square in the top left-hand corner,
Okay,
cutting the rat.
all right. Click on it. Click on Fairy Fire. Should give you the ability to make your giant thing.
Right, there we go. Choose a cast spell. I'm casting it there. I'm basically casting it back so that only the rat is being caught in the.
Well, it's 20 foot. Oh, it's a 20-foot cube. So I need to go to the cube module.
Okay, I'm going to catch Leon in it, but
Yeah.
I think I can target it. So just need to read the spell.
Oh, sorry.
Each object, any creature in the object.
Your choice.
Yeah, no choice. You're going to catch Leon in it.
Yeah, don't worry about it.
Stuff that then. I'm going to cast Animal Friendship.
Huh?
I'm going to cast Animal Friendship.
You're not going to cast Fairy Fire?
No.
Okay. And throw. Sure, it will make a Wisdom saving throw.
Mm-hmm.
It fails.
And I'm going to say to the rat, I'm going to step forward. Here over to the rat.
Uh-huh.
And tell him to and tell the giant rat to lie down. He's a good boy.
Okay. You guys see Echo walk up to it and go, "That's a good boy. Lay down." And the rat's like, "Oh." Leon, your turn.
Looking over at Echo, I'm like, aren't we supposed to be killing these, not making pets out of them?
As far as I understand, we're supposed to be getting rid of them. It doesn't necessarily mean having to kill them.
Is it apparent to Leon that that rat is now not a threat?
Yes.
All right, then I will move down this way, looking for more rats.
Okay. Unless somebody's going to attack it, you guys are out of combat for the moment.
I'm going to say, I'm going to turn around to everybody and say, nobody hurt the rat. I'm going to lead it outside.
Oh, before lead it, how long he will stay as a friend?
24 hours.
Oh, excellent. Then he can stay here. we don't want wasted that you go up and you go down. We don't know how many rats inside.
That's true.
Well, yeah. So you can tell him to stay still if you can, and
And I'm going to tell him to lie down and roll on his back, and I'll give him a little tickle on his tummy.
hmm, yeah, aren't like that kind of cute.
Well, he's not cute, but if I make friends with him, he'll do what I ask.
Excellent.
Well, you have advantage on ability checks to get him to do, so you would have to make an animal handling check to make him
Yeah.
do something. So go ahead and roll animal handling.
True.
Well, first, are you guys wanting to come out of combat and look around some more, or
Yes, please.
Yeah, I'm not going to attack him.
okay?
Orient will ask Echo. Echo, I have an idea. I'm not sure, but if it's like, listen to me if it's okay. Can you ask this rat to fish out the rest of the rats?
Certainly. I'll turn round to Harvey, my new rat,
Okay.
and say, Harvey, are there? Show me if there are any more rats like you down here.
So a 10. He's like,
Sorry, I didn't mean to. I didn't.
oh no, that's okay. Harvey kind of heads over to the back over this way, and then disappears.
Mission accomplished.
Okay, well, let's. I'm going to investigate behind those barrels where Harvey just disappeared off to.
There is a large. There's a large, giant rat-sized hole there.
Excellent. I'm going to call Harvey back. Harvey. Back. Make another animal handling roll, I suppose.
No, I'll use the other one. Yeah, he comes back out. He's like, squeak? Squeakity squeak? Squeak squeak? Squeaky squeak?
Squeak, squeak, squeak. I'll show me where you live. I'll follow the rat through the rat-sized hole because I'm only little. I'm only 4 foot.
Well, it's
11.
You're not going to fit. It's like a foot and a half. You
Oh,
remember
okay.
rats and mice can fit anything their head can fit in through. They can fit through, and they're kind of squishy. So yeah, you tell him to show him where he lives, and he disappears again.
I believe he will tap Echo and tell her. I believe they're in the like back door. Let's see this door. And where? But we found one here. Can I mark this place? There a big hole here. Like I want have like now I have one ID. There are big hole here.
There.
I will tell. Yeah, excellent. Then I will tell her. Let's see that. Let's check the door and see what is the back. Where's was there anything back?
Sure,
Okay.
Leon walks up and opens the door.
I'm going to call Harvey back over to me and see.
Well, yeah, I will tell Danny. Can stay close. I don't want you get bit by rats.
See, now that's a feature I love. To keep you guys from moving around.
That. Oh,
That's the we stepped somewhere we shouldn't button.
Oh, I should have had that advantage.
Oh, Danny.
He can't hear you.
Why you cannot hear me?
Roll for an itch. Harvey can't hear you. Everybody roll.
Yeah.
It still won't roll for me for some reason.
If you
I've pressed on the little shield thing, but once I press on it, I don't see anything.
Oh no, you have to go to the combat tracker,
Oh, my bad.
and then you'll see your D20 next to your name, and
Yeah.
it will pop out. All right. Show. Orient. You need to add yourself to the combat.
I already had. I am 7.
Oh, you're
I
7.
can't see
Oh,
myself.
oh. Sorry. You got a 7. So it doesn't really behoove you to switch with anybody else because you don't have a better one than anybody else. Echo
Yeah.
goes again first.
I'm gonna call Harvey back to me.
It doesn't work.
Okay.
He can't hear you from where he's at.
Okay. Fair enough. But he's still charmed anyway, so
Yeah.
I will move then from there to there.
Mm.
And I will sing a eerie little tune which will give other 3 +1 on their next attack, saving throw, or ability
Put
check.
that up in the chat for me. Let's see what the range
Yeah.
is on that.
I think it's 30 feet, but let me just put up there for you. 2 sets.
It's 60 feet. So yeah, you get everybody.
Even
So everyone,
apart from me, but I'm giving the I'm giving the inspiration to all the.
so we will use this one. How long does it last? You guys get 1 temporary hit point. You get a +1 to your first attack, save, or
Ability check.
Yeah.
Made before the start of your next turn. So use it or lose it, basically.
yeah, use it or lose it. All right, and that was your action. All right,
Yes.
so we move on to Leon. There's a giant swarm of rats in front of you.
There is. Leon's going to position himself between the swarm and his friend Dan,
Yep.
and snapping his fingers to that catchy tune he hears behind him, take a swipe at him with his claws.
Okay.
Good luck, sir.
Damn, did not work.
You should be able to go into your. Let me see. Let me make sure this works properly. Double check. You should be able to. If you click on the in your favorites, if you click on the hover over the what would be the icon for it instead of the name,
Okay.
and click on the D20 die, it'll roll
Would
it
add
for
a
you.
+1 to situational.
Yeah. So just go ahead and roll because that was me rolling. Ah, there you go. 13. That will. That'll hit.
That's fun.
Just roll.
Please tell me that its Arsenal class is 13. Because that means that +1 give him just enough to make him hit.
How do I get the damage on that?
There.
There we go.
7.
Nice.
All right, then I'll just end my turn, stand between the swarm and Dan.
If you targeted that one, then it'll. There. See? Okay. Next is the Orient. What you do, buddy?
Orient will move 10, 20. Seem I cannot move only 30 feet.
You can move to actually 1 square in front of you because you can move through Dan's square to get up there.
Here?
Yeah. If you have 30 feet of movement.
Yeah, here is the last 30 feet.
Yeah.
No, because you can move diagonally from square to square, you went in a kind of shape.
Oh, okay. And I will hit him with my scimitar.
Okie dokie.
Good luck, sir. Good hit.
Oh. Why is it 6? That's weird that yours is doing all that weird stuff. That looks weird.
Does a scimitar have a 19 to 20 critical range?
No, it does not.
Okay, that's a shame.
But he rolled 2 24s apparently.
So we rolled 2 19s.
So.
Hence the crude reason for the question. 6 total.
Yep.
Are there? Is that a rat or what?
It's a swarm of rats.
Swarm rat.
Yes. Any bonus actions?
No, I don't have any bonus
Okay.
action. Too bad.
Damn.
Am I able to move through Orient space?
Yes.
Okay.
Are Verdans considered small?
Yes.
So yeah, you can definitely move through space then.
It's just sort of a little bit hesitantly with this scythe, just gonna like take a swing and just try to sort of like cleave and almost just more like it's a hockey stick, just trying to like rush on.
Rushing.
Yeah. Go ahead. You get a +1 to that, right?
No, that's with the +1 calculated.
That's with the +1.
4 from
That
my
was on
spellcasting modifier, +2 proficiency, +1 from the inspiration.
No, that will not hit.
It's
Unlucky, dude. Unlucky.
where I'm not even ready.
I was like, you get a +1, right? Oh, no. Anything else, Dan?
Trying to think. I don't believe so, because I don't think I have a bonus action that would be worth. Let me just double check.
Nope.
Yeah, no, for the moment, that's my turn.
All right. Swarm of rats. They're going to move on to Leon. Attempt to bite Leon.
Leon is not a fan of this.
Oof. That's a crit.
That hits.
For 16.
Leon goes down.
Oh God.
Wow.
You see the swarm of rats swarm all over this cat, who they apparently have it in for, and just start biting and clawing and gnashing. You see Leon just kind of go a little dizzy and collapse to the floor. Echo.
Wow. Okay, I'm going to continue Cheerful Song because I believe giving these guys a +1 to hit is going to definitely be helpful. So I'm going to cast Cheerful Song again.
Okay.
There we go.
Oh, was that including your +1 temporary hit point, Leon?
It was.
Okay.
Okay.
I had 15 total.
Right at you.
I'm going to move 30 feet to there.
Okay.
And then I'm going to draw my scimitar.
Okay.
That's my turn.
Leon, does save.
Do I get a +1 from the song?
No. Because it's not a skill check or anything. It's not a saving throw.
Nice.
That's a pass. Orient.
Orient will look, and they're on Leon, right?
Yep, they sure are.
If I hit them, I only hit them, right?
Yeah, if you hit him.
No, I mean if I hit the rat, does
Yeah,
that mean I hit
yes.
Leon also?
If you hit the rats, you hit the rats. If you don't hit the rats, well, I don't
You
know.
might hit Leon.
One way to find out.
Oh no, because if oh god,
Don't miss.
I will turn to Dan and tell him to be careful because these abnormal rats able to take down this big cat. Uh, oh god, 60 is that a lot? Okay, then I will try. Like hit, not like it's like
Yeah, you're
hit.
trying to hit the rats and
So
not your friend. I get it.
yeah. Oh,
Wow.
another 24. That's awesome.
That's the exact same as the last roll.
Yeah.
2 18s.
that's not working right. Hold on a second. Okay. What are you clicking on to roll that?
The small box, that shortcut. Remember yesterday I told you there
Let me
1, 2,
see.
3, 4.
Yeah. All right, roll again. Let me see.
Do you want? I will look. I will open the inventory. I'll try
No,
to
no, no.
roll.
Just roll from your hotbar again. I want to see something.
Okay.
Okay.
It's just wow. That's just an
It was
amazing
just.
string of rolls.
It was just. It was
Yeah.
just. Yeah.
Extremely coincident
Yeah.
stuff.
Yeah.
20. I hit them with the 4.
I was going to say, I reckon 24 should hit.
Oh yeah, you totally hit him.
With minimum damage. Oh god.
Well, minimum damage to Leon, anyway.
Yeah.
Like I'm very careful while I'm hitting.
Yeah.
I'm afraid to hit.
Any bonus actions?
I will just look to Echo and call her if she can help Leon in anything and anyway. Also done.
All right, Dan.
So when Leon first goes down, Dan does his typical thing of starting to like hyperventilate, and then his breathing sort of slows and steadies, and this sort of dreadful calm seems to settle over him, and his grip on his scythe gets a little bit sort of more focused, and there's like a peculiar gleam in his eyes.
For it.
Oh shit. Okay.
So I'm going to use my bonus action to activate my form of dread.
Yeah.
So I get 10 temporary hit points.
Nice.
No, it's the maximum. Excellent.
Yeah. Give me 1 second. I gotta close my window because people have their car stereos on outside.
If you hit somebody, they become frightened.
Well,
Yeah, I can
they've got to make a wisdom
make a
saving
wisdom
throw.
save.
It's awesome.
So yeah, I'm basically just planning to make like sort of the same way Dan did last turn, only actually like using the actually sharp edge. Just try to like slice.
Okay, I'm back. Sorry about that. There's
It's all right.
apparently they can't do that in their own home. Let's do it up front. All right, so you
Dan's
so
basically going to use the scythe to try to like reap these rats like grain and just sweep them in like one strike off the top of Leon.
okay.
Frighten them to running away.
And that is a 16 to hit this time.
That hits.
Nice.
They make a wisdom save now.
Like,
So that is 5 plus my spellcasting modifier, so that's 9 points of necrotic damage.
9.
And they have to make a wisdom save.
All right. Which they fail.
It's DC 14.
Yeah, they failed miserably.
awesome.
Okay, so the swarm of rats are now frightened until the end of my next turn.
Yeah, which means on their turn. Is that everything?
Yep, that's my turn.
Okay, so on their turn, they move 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Orient, you get an attack of opportunity, and then Frightened, they move away from you. At their,
Would I get? Would I? I did say I draw my.
yeah, hold on a second. I'm trying to. I need to.
No.
Need to look up the frightened condition here real quick, just to make sure I know what I'm doing.
Frightened, they cannot come any closer to the.
It can't move. Okay, so no, they wouldn't. They wouldn't run off. Okay,
Yeah, they're not forced to flee.
they're not forced to flee.
They have disadvantage on ability checks and attack rolls,
Okay.
so long as I'm still in their line of sight.
All right. Well, they're going to not attack you. They're going to try to attack Orient. Actually, no, they're rats. They would move towards Echo. So Orient, you rolled your attack, didn't you already? A 10 will hit.
10 will hit? Okay.
Yep.
9.
Killed rat's dead.
Oh,
you
that-
see,
You,
see-
Yeah, rats
yeah,
are
go
dead.
ahead.
Yeah, rats are dead. They try to move away from you, and you just slaughter them mercilessly.
And I will try to wake up, like I will try to, what the name is, to stabilize.
Leon.
You guys are out of
Leon.
combat.
Yeah, I will try to stabilize him. He's stabilized, right?
No.
Then how I stabilize him?
It's a medicine check. Do you have? Are you proficient in medicine?
No.
No.
I will ask if anybody can help.
You can try it. I just asked if you were proficient in it.
Yeah, Dan is gonna let the quarterstaff drop from his hand and just clatter to the floor, and the scythe fades out as soon as it leaves his hand, and just drop down and just be quite similarly to the way he was panically trying to just patch up the
Yeah.
Similarly, is just trying to apply pressure to.
All
the
right.
wound.
Medicine check from Orient and a medicine check from Dan.
Medicine. 12.
Okay, Dan. Well, I'm going to assume that Dan was helping, so you got a 12. Well, Dan has a better roll, so okay, yeah. So you stabilize him. He stops bleeding profusely. No more death saves for you. You're stabilized. You can mark up that other one.
Okay.
Now what?
Well, first, is he still unconscious?
Oh yeah, totally.
I will ask Dan. Can you watch him until if he wake up?
I can do that.
Thank you, Dan. And didn't expect that to happen. I will move. I will ask. I believe the rat, when he moved, he will enter. He will be in this room.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, let's.
And open the
Uh,
room.
Dan will basically sit Leon up against one of the barrels and just be sort of sat close to him with his quarterstaff prepped and ready, just keeping an eye out, and we'll sort of catch Orient's eye and just sort of tap the side of his head, sort of give that indication of if you need help, call for me.
Okay.
As you enter the room, you see Harvey sitting over here. And Harvey is chittering to...
Oh,
What's that?
It's
another form of rat.
another swarm of rats. Roll for initiative.
Yeah, the moment I saw the rat coming, I will ask to Dan to come closer. Like, Dan, you should come here.
Oh, that is incredibly fitting.
I will. By the way, is talking free?
Yeah, for the most part. I mean, you can't have a lengthy conversation, but a couple of words, a sentence or two.
Yeah, I will turn immediately. Like, is there anything you can do against these rats?
No, leave Harvey alone, but the others are...
Then I will go. Then I will go. Yeah, before I go, I go. Dan, you need to come, and I will attack these rats.
Okay.
Not Harvey.
No, not Harvey. The swarm rats.
Okay.
You hit. They seem badly injured by your attack.
Yeah, I will end my turn. There's nothing I can do after.
I'm sorry. Echo, it's your turn.
Okay. I'm going to call Harvey over to my side.
Okay, and my handling check.
Advantage. 23.
Yep, so Harvey will scurry towards you.
I just wanted to come over. Yeah, perfect.
Is that it?
And I'm going to... Well, that's my action.
Yes.
Would calling him over be a bonus action or an action?
That's your action.
In which case, yeah, and then that's my turn.
Okay. Dan.
Just gonna.
Oh, sorry, and I am going to move to there.
Okay.
To get out of the doorway.
Okay, so you open that door.
Because that's the thing, I didn't actually see which way they went.
Right. Oops.
Really, like follow the
You're just hearing,
sound.
like a lot of and that telepathic voice just going like wrong way.
Okay, Dan. You see a small rat. Oh, hold on. Go back in your room there. You see a small rat. However, it is not quite what you thought it would be. It has gills, iridescent scales, and it's normal rat sized.
So I think it's that situation where he's like just been panicking, and so he's gonna like have instinctively turned around and closed the door. And just, like, as he's running forward, be thinking like, "Well, that was weird." I have to check on that one. And so, like, you're getting telepathic flashes of wrong way, I'm on my way, and also just like weird fish.
Okay. Anything else, Dan? Or did you finish this button?
Get back to there. That would be my turn. No, I could dash, couldn't I? As my
Yeah, you
action?
could.
So I will dash.
All right. Orient, this thing is going to try to move into your space here. And then it will attack you. Does a 16 hit?
I believe I am. Yeah, 16 hit.
For 11.
You see, Orient after they attack him, they poof, and he falls.
Is that with your Oh no, that's a use it or lose it. There we go. Yeah, okay. All right, that's what the rats do.
Well, what, yeah, with the temporary hit point, yeah.
Orient, death save.
Death save.
Like so.
You do not need to roll the save? Why?
Yeah, make a death save. Just roll a d20.
Okay, I'll roll d20. D20. This is. Oh wait, no, I made a mistake. Sorry.
Yep.
13.
You made it.
Okay.
Okay, so that's one past death save. And then we move on to Echo. It appears these swarms of rats have been really hungry down here. They apparently like fresh living stuff.
I'm going to move to stand over the body of my friend.
You can't stand there because he's there and the swarm of rats are there. There's not
Okay,
quite
I'll
enough
stand.
space.
I'll stand there then. I'm going to smack the mustard ratty thingies
Okay.
with me. Inventory, where are we?
Wait, sorry. Let's always do that. There you go. That'll hit for 6 slashing, which is enough to eliminate said rats.
Excellent.
Rats die. We're out of combat again. And I will remove the rat token.
Okay, and I'll see what I can do about trying to stabilize. In fact, it's not. I'll leave Dan to stabilize our friend here, and I'll go back outside room to check on Leon, and I'll call Harvey to follow me.
Leon is drooling a lot.
I'm just going to tell him to just follow.
Yeah. So
follow.
wherever you go, he'll be right behind you.
Yeah.
All right. So Orient is there. He's not dying anymore. Dan,
I'm just gonna like hook my arms under his armpits and like try to just drag him back out into the hallway.
what's your strength?
Not that bad. I think 15.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So yeah, you're easily move him out into the hallway and prop him up against this barrel here.
Yeah. For somebody who acts in a surprisingly weedy fashion, you're quite beefy, really.
The thing is, just like strong but of short stature,
Yeah.
so like I can't really like move big bulky things. But...
no, absolutely, dude.
Kind of like Ant-Man.
I mean, I'm like 4'11" tall and 70 pounds, but I've got a 14 strength as well. So
Yeah, it's all about leverage.
Or my power of the dread thing, it lasts for a minute, so that would have worn off by now, so I lose the temporary hit points.
For a minute? It hasn't been a minute yet.
I'm just assuming based on the amount of time we've been checking on them, moving.
Okay. Sure.
It hasn't been like minutes worth of like rounds because we haven't been counting that. I'm assuming there's been like a little bit of gap in between.
Sure.
Like the first encounter and the second, so enough time would have passed that it just makes sense to me. So.
Yeah. So you managed to move him out here with your Herculean strength.
You wait here and look after these two. Do you see anything else in this room over here?
Yeah, there was like, I think it's a rat, but it's not really a rat. It has like scales. It's shiny. It's got gills. That's not a rat, is it?
Not any rat that I've ever encountered, I have to admit.
Maybe you can talk to it the way you can talk to Harvey.
I'm certainly prepared to go, willing to go and give it a try. Which was it, the door in front of you or the door to the right?
The door in front. The one on the right's a cupboard, I think.
Let's have a look.
It's a cupboard.
Okay. I'll close the door again. And
That's Dan's job. Danny's taking your job. He's opening and closing doors.
I'm temporarily.
I'm just following behind, like prepped and ready in case we have to have like another, another fight with some rats. This hasn't been going well. It's basically a horror movie at this point. We're being picked off one by one.
To be honest with you, I am not confident in my martial ability to take things on one-on-one basis, and none of my spells actually one of my spells at the moment would be bloody useful. I'm gonna. Is that the beastie?
Yeah, it's a normal rat-sized rat. However, like Dan explained to you, it has iridescent scales and gills.
The hell has it been eating? I'm going to drop back out of the room.
Okay. It seems to just be sitting there chittering.
Okay. And I'm going to drop a fairy fire in the corner, far left corner.
Okay.
That basically gets everything inside the room except not with us outside it.
Yeah. Okay.
And that's fairy fire. So let me just.
It's dex save, right?
It's saying I've got It's saying I've got no spell slot to cast it because I pressed it before. But
yeah, you're fine.
But you know, I just let me find out where the actual text is.
It should be a dex save, right?
Yeah, I think it is. I'm pretty sure it is.
Just go ahead and click on that. You should be able to just click on it and put it in there.
Okay, how do I do that? How do I do that?
You can cast it even if it says you don't have the spell slots. It won't prevent you from doing it. At least it shouldn't.
It is.
Yeah, it is. It's a dex save.
It's a dex save. Okay.
That's all right. There we go. DC 14 dex save, please.
It fails. It is glowing.
It is now glowing. I'm going to draw my scimitar.
Okay.
Step inside.
It scurries away from you. Into the boxes. Because it was terrified. You can still see the glow coming from between the junk, but it is terrified of you.
Okay.
Can I just check as well? Would this rat be small enough to fit in one of the traps?
Absolutely.
Okay.
This is a normal rat-sized rat. This is not a giant rat.
And let's see if we can capture this one.
I think so.
Well, we can see where it is.
For like some nuts, trail mix, or any like rations that we have.
After it's in the corner,
after drop down and the little rations inside, and then just be like ducked out, ready to like spring the trap.
Okay.
I'm gonna shut the door to make sure it can't escape through the door.
Okay. Are you guys staying in the room or outside the room?
We'll set the trap up, and we'll set the two traps up, and then we'll back out of the room.
Okay.
All the while, I'm concentrating and making sure that it's still limbed up the Christmas tree.
Yeah. Yeah, that's fine. So you guys move out of the room. Dan, I'm assuming you have a string tied to that. It's one of those little string-operated ones.
Yeah, it'll basically be one of those where there's like a stick holding the flap open.
Yeah.
There's like a string tied around it, and so just if we get an indication from the light or from the sound of it, like eating on some of the morsels, I'll just yank to try to.
Yeah, about 2 or 3 minutes goes by, and then all of a sudden you hear.
Over.
Make a dexterity check. Or actually, I'll make the rat make the dexterity check. See if it gets out. No, it does not. You have successfully captured an iridescent rat. A judgmental chimeric rat is what it's labeled on this. Yeah, I told you that. It just gives those weird. It's judgmental. It is no longer fairy fired because you're.
That's no one to warn off.
Yeah.
I'll drop concentration as soon as we've caught it.
Yeah. Well, it only lasts a minute, and it took a couple of minutes for this to come out.
Being unconscious, me and Robert.
Okay, so Dan will go and pick up the cage with the rat and just like check that it's okay.
Yeah, it's fine. It's a little unhappy, but.
And then maybe just sort of like again sit down in the hallway where we were watching over Leon and Orient, sort of waiting for them to wake back up, and just sort of wonder aloud, mostly to himself, but also a little bit to Echo, just going, I wonder what made this thing. It's not like the other ones. Could it be something in the area, or?
Tell you what, let me go and get rid of Harvey. We don't want him coming back. Just look after these two. I'll be back in 5 minutes once I've gotten rid of this rat.
I'm sorry, but it's just, again, this whole thing feels like a horror movie.
Yeah.
I'll be right back. Let me just go off by myself.
Yeah, I feel it's like
I don't have any control over how long you guys stay together or what. I'm
gonna take this rat and get rid of it.
Okay.
I'm basically gonna go back up the stairs and outside.
Sure.
And I'm gonna tell Harvey to follow me.
Yeah, Harvey follows you.
And once we get upstairs and outside, I'm just gonna turn around to Harvey and say, pick a direction that's away from town. Say, run that way and don't come back. There are bad people chasing you.
Okay, then.
Go and live your life.
Yeah.
Yep. It is not a concentration spell, right?
Normal. Actually, I've got advantage from that, don't I?
No, animal friendship is not a concentration spell, right?
No.
Okay. Yeah, Harvey takes off. Never to be seen again.
Fantastic.
Well, for now.
At least for now.
Dan!
And
why you're down there by yourself?
as soon as I've gotten rid of Harvey, I'm heading straight back downstairs to go.
Yeah. Yes, Harvey is your nemesis from now on.
In the meantime, a man with a hockey mask and a large axe gets
out. Dan, you hear noises.
Oh God.
Can I roll perception to
Sure.
see if I can make anything out specifically?
Sure.
Leon's probably snoring.
Yeah, it's coming from the other room, the first room you guys were in. It sounds like scruffing and maybe something in the walls.
Okay, and which set of stairs did Echo take? Did she take the stairs that are in sort of the room here?
No, she took the stairs that are. She took
go out through that way.
Yeah, she went out the way you guys came in.
Yeah. I would have done that. I would have gone out the way we came in. As soon as I've gotten outside, I would have picked a direction away from the town and the city and told Harvey to
Yeah.
run in that direction and don't ever come back. Because he's being chased by evil, nasty beasties.
Because there's a possibility that she might come back down and find the thing that's in there. Dan's gonna try to like scout it out. So I just want to like stealth up to the door
Sure.
and open it like a crack and just peek through.
It's coming from this area over here.
And should I roll perception as well, or would I just generally be able to make it out?
Yeah, you know it's coming from those two barrels on the far, near those two barrels on the far wall, directly opposite you. But you'd have to go over to get a better idea of where exactly. But it's coming from over that way, like this area right there.
I think no. For the moment, I'm just going to sort of wait here and sort of be keeping one eye and one ear sort of on that door, and the other sort of eye and ear back on Leon and Orient, and just wait for Echo to come back.
So Echo, you come in here and you can see Dan peering through the door.
Okay, well, I'm as I probably would.
You're just going to get like a little telepathic barrage that's almost giving you like the visual of those barrels in the corner.
Right. Okay.
And just
Well, in
the
which
notion
case,
of like movement, noise.
I'm going to move to there, and then I'm going to move to there, avoiding the barrels in the corner.
Sure.
And say, look, I don't think that we should try and take on more rats with two of our friends down. I think we should just rest here until they've had a little sleepy, and maybe they can recover a bit. And we can then try and deal with these other things momentarily.
Okay.
And with
like
that, I'm going to step back through the door and I'll wait for Dan to close the door and join me.
Alright, so you guys staying in this area, or are you going somewhere else?
No, we're going to stay right here.
Yeah, the room with all the doors in it. Okay.
Yeah.
Horror movie logic.
We've only got to be here for an hour so that these guys can have a short rest and get a hit dice worth of
that's not how that works, actually. They're out for 1d4 hours.
Oh, right. Okay, fair enough. We'll wait here for as it takes for them to...
Okay, so in an hour, Leon, you now have 1 hit point.
Hooray! I'll look up very embarrassed. I guess I'm allergic to rats. That's good to know. That's good knowledge.
It's allergic to rats. A cat that's allergic to rodents. That's awesome.
Well, I'll use my second win feature.
No. I know what your name is. Tom.
What? Sorry, say it again?
Your name is definitely Tom.
I don't get it, but if you feel comfortable calling me Tom.
As in like Tom and Jerry.
Yeah, I get it.
Yeah, go ahead, use your second win.
Alright, where's that?
Healing. And then just click on the button that says healing for 3.
Should be +1 though, shouldn't it?
Yeah.
So 4.
Yeah. Why does it say you have a fighter level? That's weird. You have a fighter level. I know I gave it to you. It's right there. I can see it. Okay. So yeah, you have 4 hit points now.
That'd be 4 plus the one I already had.
Yes. Absolutely.
All right. Feeling good.
How much longer are you guys waiting?
Until Orient wakes up.
Okay. Well, then the 3 of you can take a short rest. Because Orient will wake up in 3 more hours.
I could.
Or 2 more hours.
Carry him out of here. Do we want to stay down here? I can carry him somewhere.
I mean, there's more rats that we have to deal with.
Okay. So I will roll a hit die then if I can.
Yeah.
Is there a special way to do that, or just roll my d10?
Just roll your d10. It should be. I don't know. Oh no, it should be up there. It says short rest on your character sheet.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Rolled.
That's
you want
fine.
me to use that roll or
No,
button?
yeah, just use that roll. That's fine.
All right, so that's 9 more.
Mm-hmm. That should put you at full, shouldn't it?
Yes,
Almost.
exactly full.
Okay. Leon, you notice that Dan is sitting there holding a cage that has a rat with iridescent scales and gills.
Dan, what's that?
This is one of the. We think it's a rat that we found. It was in one of the rooms. We don't really know what it is, but it fit in the trap and it worked pretty well. So
Why haven't we killed it?
it's weird. It's not like the other ones.
It's probably dangerous.
I don't think it is.
It's literally. He says that as it's literally sleeping right now.
Leon moves to the other side of the room from that thing.
Yeah, well, you don't want your allergies to kick in.
No, get that danger away from me.
So you guys waiting here another 2 hours for Orient to wake up?
I think so. Yeah.
All right, Orient. 2 hours later, you wake up with 1 hit point.
To open his eye. Oh, ow. These rats bite hard. No wonder Leon fall. Ow. And I will open and I think, like, is that the rat, like, in my left?
Yep.
I will turn. Oh, very great.
Yeah.
Like,
Yep.
I will look down, it's like,
You can see his little gills moving.
it's like a fish rat?
It has iridescent scales, kind of like a one of those fighting fish. One of the the name escapes me.
Does he speak my language per month? What they call it?
There are numbers like Kuwata, and there are like.
No. I meant in real life. They call them the fighting fish, the betas. That's right. He looks like an iridescent beta, except he's a rat and has gills. Orient, your skill allows you to do. It's not a. Well, yeah, no, it is a beast. You have no ability to understand them in return. You can communicate simple ideas with beasts that can breathe water. They understand the meaning of your words, though you have no special ability to understand them. So, it can understand you, but you can't understand it. And it's sleeping right now.
Yeah, I will look to him. If you know, like, still feeling pain from the bite, if you understand me, can you shake your hands? Head.
It's asleep.
Oh, it's asleep.
Yeah, it's asleep.
I will poke it to wake up. I wake up.
It gets up and is like.
And I will communicate with him. Calm yourself. I believe you can understand me. Then can you not?
It's simple. It's even less. It's more of what you could teach, a small animal. Like the communication between you and it can understand your words, like sit, stay, that kind of stuff. But simple ideas. It's even more basic than the communication you have with Dan.
Like I was said, nod your head.
It nods.
Nod?
He's like, yeah. So it's aquatic.
Yeah, I will tell him to calm down. Just like stay, like don't move. And I will look.
He kind of gives you this. He kind of gives you cocked head, and he curls back up in a ball and goes back to sleep.
Okay, I will look down.
Like I was being calm, jackass, and you woke me up.
He threw me inside the cage. I looked up and see Echo and Dan. Who is this your new friend?
Well, it's not really a friend. It was more of a captured. To be fair, Dan created the trap. We put the trap in the room. We captured the rat. We thought we might capture the rat because it looked really weird and thought it was worth a bit of a study. And
Uh,
Dan also detected that we think that there's one more swarm of rats left.
do you like? You can't see. There's still blood in Orient and from the bites, and
Now,
he will.
I'm not suggesting engaging it right now. I'm just saying that there's a swarm of rats that we do need to deal with before we can say we've done this job.
Yeah, and Orient will say, doesn't need to be finished today. And if let's give it a give me a few minutes. I mean, short rest to get myself up to
Sure.
be prepared. Yeah. Then I will look Leon. Leon, why are you
What?
far?
I'm watching the door over here.
Oh, are you okay? These things seem bite hard.
I'm just allergic to it. I think that was my problem.
Oh, I don't believe it is allergy, my friends. They bite hard. I think I know why the price is. Why the price of killing these small bastards are like high. And first, Leon will Orient will enter this door, this room. No, actually, he will take a short rest. Yeah, he will
Take
take a
an
short
hour?
rest.
Another hour?
Is that okay with everybody?
Sure, I'm good with that.
Yeah, I will take a look around this room if you're doing short rest.
King, can I roll for a dice?
Yeah, go ahead.
King?
Oh, sorry, I was muted. Go ahead.
That's right.
Uh,
I'm
okay.
I'm
Roll ahead, does, mate.
How short rest and
at top of your character sheet it should say short rest.
yeah, I saw it, found it. One available. Roll. Yeah, nice.
Dan's gonna sort of be sticking with Leon as we're sort of checking around these rooms. He's specifically going to be checking any of like the casks and barrels, just trying to ascertain whether this is all just booze for the tavern, or if there might be some kind of like chemical reagents down here, radioactive ooze that causes mutations.
That's a very good idea.
Yeah, and Orient will ask if it's okay for Dan to check their holes and any place for the how the rat can come enter this room. Beside that one, we know about it.
Yeah, Leon knows what Harvey's rat hole looked like, so he's
Yeah,
just walking around this room looking for more.
yeah. Actually, Orient marking. He wants to mark every hole and every place in this warehouse when he return. Like he get the job done and fully and done.
Okay.
Yeah,
By the way,
go ahead and make a perception check.
me or Dan?
I
Anybody
was
who's
one looking
doing it.
around.
Oh, okay.
See, I rolled an investigation because I was again trying to determine like what each of these fluids is inside the barrel. Just emptying a little bit out into a cup and just like looking at it.
Oh, inside the barrels, it's various forms of brew and brew substances.
So I guess the only possibility is that the rat drank some of the rot gut from one of the empty casks and mutated into a fish in the same way that Ken got really bad breath.
Can I make a nature check for our friend here? But yeah,
Yeah.
if I see what's like, or like my basic idea of like knowing what this type of rat and where he come from.
Go ahead and try it.
20.
You've never seen anything like this before.
That's strange. Never saw something like that in my life.
We had rolled 19 perception looking for rat holes in this room.
There's one from this room to where you found the iridescent rat, and one from this room to where Harvey went back and forth through.
All right, I will.
We also know that over in the bottom right-hand corner of the far most eastern room,
Mm-hmm.
we also know that there are noises coming from those two barrels in the bottom right-hand corner.
Right.
Yeah, I'll find a burlap sack or something, tear it up into strips so I can like tie it off as flags marking those locations.
Okay.
Because that's what Echo asked me to do.
All right. Go ahead.
All right, Leon's going to go head over, check out the shiny rat room.
Which one? That one? Yeah.
Yeah.
It just leads to where you were before.
Okay, just making sure there's no like way outside or anything like that. Then heading back.
Did we finish the short rest?
Yeah, we're going to have to take a break here real quick because we have a technical issue. So give us 1 minute.
Okay.
No problem. I'm just going to go get a drink. 2 secs.
Greetings, everybody. I have to stay on this page so I can fix all this. So give me a moment. Apparently our window capture sources all lost their minds for no apparent reason whatsoever. Because that's how things work. Head back up there. Are we having fun yet?
Oh, absolutely. Who doesn't like getting one shot by rats?
Yeah, sorry about that.
Not your fault. It's a rat's fault.
Okay, why is it? Yeah, we'll remove that one. That's that. Stay there. That's you. Stay there. Okay, we'll be down here this way. All right, that's okay. All right. Yay! Yeah, I have no idea what happened. It literally just Discord did a thing. I think I might have shrunk it or something, and it just loses its mind. Yay! Because why not?
I'm back.
I mean, how hard could it possibly be for a program that's designed to stream? Just recognize things all the time. I mean, the same thing all the time. Over and over and over again. All the time. I'm not bitter at all.
Hell no.
And then Manam is going into his little box over here. It's not hard, it's just annoying. And it takes away from us gaming. But everybody gets to see me do it because I can only do it on a specific screen. And move Manam back down here underneath everything else. And lock him into place. And then okay. Then I have to have one more. And this source will be this one. Screen. This. Everybody gets to see the magic behind the curtain here. Right? In case anybody wants to actually stream themselves, good luck with that. I say that only because this is only happened about a bajillion and a half times, from what I can expect. All right, there we go. Everybody's fine. We're back. Look at us. See, look.
How much longer do you anticipate the session going, Rick?
Probably about another half an hour, give or take.
Yeah, I'm good with that. I'm just curious.
Yeah. I figured you guys had finished this little section here, and then we would call it. So everybody, Manam, so you guys made all your perception checks. You guys have searched this, and it is basically, like they said, it's a brewery full of hops and various sundries for creating the alcoholic beverage, multiple beverages. There's a little workspace over there where they make the barrels, storage space with some other stuff, and that's about it. You only found the two holes in here.
What about the room that Dan and Echo found this new?
Yeah, there's just
feature?
the hole that leads from that room into the room where the fire pit is. So just sorry.
Okay.
Uh,
And there's a small room here.
yeah. So there's just it's a closet.
Okay.
So yeah, there's a hole here and a rat-sized hole here.
By the way, the stair. Where do the stair go up?
They go upstairs,
Upstairs to.
the same place where you were, that you didn't check out.
Okay.
Didn't look
Okay, we
anywhere
need to
else.
check out.
Yeah, we-
We need to check
Alright.
that later.
You ready to go check out the noises?
Yeah.
Let's go check out the noises.
I will tell to. We need to be careful.
I'll sing a cheerful little song.
Okay.
Yeah, Liam would like to carefully and stealthily walk over to the corner where they said the noises were.
Make a stealth check, buddy.
The stealth is there. It is.
Yeah. Leon is quite possibly the least stealthy cat you've ever seen.
Are we sure I'm a Leonin?
What are you doing, Leon?
I'm sneaking up on them.
You're not doing good job.
Quiet! You're gonna blow my cover.
You need to lower your voice. Like, like.
And Echo, I'm just going to turn around and say, no, just let him get on with it.
Can I make a check that I see if there anything that?
You can't tell from where you're at. There's barrels in the way.
Oh, okay.
Leon walks up and stealthily starts shaking things.
This seems to be a little loose there. Make a perception check, Leon.
Perception.
Got +1 on that.
So 15. Yeah, you notice that there's a small hatch buried between them. In this area,
Hey, I think there's a hatch over here.
like right here.
Yeah, start maneuvering barrels to uncover the hatch.
Yeah. Once you start moving the barrels, you can tell that there's a like 3 foot by 3 foot hatch in the wall.
Echo, did that guy tell you anything about a hatch down here?
No.
Hatch.
And from where that is, that's leading outside walls.
Yeah, probably. Maybe.
So there's a very good chance that if we block that hatch up, we'll block up the access for the rats getting back in.
Well, it's a hatch. Do rats know how to operate? It's currently closed, right?
Yep.
I don't know a lot about rats, but I don't think they can open and close hatches too often.
No, that's true. But on the other hand, I've never seen a fishy rat before.
I think we should check out what's on the other side before we just leave here and call it a job done.
Oh, I'm not suggesting we should. I agree with you. We should definitely check it out. I'm just saying, who knows what other rats can do, given the fact we've just found a rat with gills.
The joys of amnesia, right? Like I've never seen a rat with gills, and maybe there's one with thumbs.
It's a perfectly normal thing. Who knows? I don't remember.
Exactly. I've got no idea. This is a strange place. The rats may be different from where I'm used to.
I don't want to offend the local culture.
Shit, they might have opposable thumbs down here. Who the fuck knows?
Right.
By the way, if that last hatch is like try to be hidden, like they've been covered.
Yes, it was definitely hidden.
I will tell Leon, this hatch, I believe, been like the person who put the hatch. He doesn't want anybody to know about it.
I bet you I know what this is. I know what this is. This is a way that they sneak goods inside, and the rats have infiltrated through the hatch. I bet you that's what's happened.
You heard noise over here. There's a hatch. Our job is to kill rats. So let's go in there and kill some rats.
Okay. After you.
All right, Leon will open the door.
It doesn't open. It seems to be locked.
Dan, you're good with doors. You want to give it a try? Or you want me to give it a good old kick?
Okay. And Dan's gonna duck down and check. Is there a lock? The same way on the door.
Yeah, yeah. There's like a little hole at the top that looks like you could probably fit something in it.
Okay, he's just gonna root around on the ground the same way he did last time. I just look for a sturdy stick.
Yeah.
And just again be just poking to try to pick the lock.
All right. Sleight of hand with disadvantage, since you're neither a rogue nor proficient with them. Yeah, you wiggle around. You get.
All right, let me try my lockpick, and I'll walk up and kick the door.
All right, give it a hearty thumping. Strength check.
Strength, not athletics.
Yeah, athletics is fine.
Before he kick it, we don't need to break it.
Thump. It seems pretty solid.
Ow! 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 Ow!
Leon, what happened to me?
Oh,
Leon.
So we have a key. Try the key.
Yeah. Okay. You should before you kick. We don't break anything. Oh God. We don't own this place, Leon.
Yeah, I heard you last second. That's why I pulled off on my kick. It's fine. It's fine.
You want to try the key?
Yeah, I'll try
The key goes in the hole a little bit, but there seems to be something blocking it in there to keep it from going all the way in.
That's part of a stick.
Yeah, it's part of a stick.
I'll,
Now, let's try the hard way first. We got a key. Nah, no, we'll try all the unsuccessful ways first, and then try the.
like I cannot open the door, or the part of stick is still inside.
And there's part of a stick still inside there.
Can I
Can I
try?
remove it?
Give me a dex check. See if you can get your fingers down in there and get it out.
Dex check.
An 11. You're still singing, right, Echo?
Yep. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you managed to get the stick out. It probably would have been a lot easier if you just let the rat do it. It's a rat size. It's a rat-sized hole. Like it's a little hole. It's probably about
Then I will try to open the door with the hatch with the key.
It unlocks.
Okay, then I will tell Leon.
All right. Let's go.
I'm behind you. Just be careful.
Careful's my
And,
middle name.
Yeah. Like the problem is not about careful, about how dangerous are like this place. Like me and Leon get knocked out from the first fight.
I told you it was allergies.
I don't believe that, Leon. I'm sorry. These rats bite hard.
You gotta open the door, or you gonna let Dan do it?
No, I'm opening the door to it. I don't see anything to click.
It should be a little door thing right there.
I don't see anything on my screen.
All right, I'll open it.
All right, there we go.
You move into, as you step in, you see a carved tunnel.
Okay.
And there will be other stuff at the end of this tunnel, but I think we're going to call it here for today. So we can get our affirmations in. And because those probably take, those take about 20 minutes or so. Because I know David does have something that he is doing later this evening. Yes? Or not?
No, not this week because
Not this week.
Because Company of Fools didn't have their game on Monday, so there hasn't been like a full rotation. So I'm going to leave it till next week. And ideally, what we want to do is try to have a session where we're going to get all of the recent players who have joined the games on to just. I'm trying to change up the format where I'm just going to like speed through the summaries of what happened in the games. And try to just get people talking more about their characters.
Right.
That's hopefully going to be a bit more engaging for people.
Yeah. The other reason is I have, like I said, my son got his, my youngest son got his first job, and I have to take him to go get his a state ID, and I have to get him a checking account so he can start work on Sunday.
No problem at all.
Working for a burger place that has a redhead. No names. So we're going to call it here as you guys are venturing into the tunnels.
So genuinely, like, I know that that's like that could genuinely be McDonald's.
Yeah.
Because Ronald McDonald.
Yeah.
Or Wendy's.
Yes. See, I didn't say anything because I don't want to jinx anything. But we're going to call it here. We're going to do our affirmations. So we will start with David today. Your favorite Dan moment?
Genuinely, I really liked the moment of him looking up at the sign outside the Fat Goblin and being like a little bit offended by this caricatured image, and it being the first time that he like tapped into his power, because like his power is very, very dark in a way that he quite isn't yet. So I needed to find a way where it's like, how would that like manifest?
Right.
And it's like this moment of like being like slightly offended and angry, and the scythe forms, and his first instinct is like, oh no, and just hides.
Robert, your favorite Dan moment?
I like Dan building the traps. I like that was good insight into mentality of his character, what he likes to try to do.
Sai?
I thought the trap building was fun. I thought his complete indifference to the fact that this is a rat with gills. It was like, oh well, just another rat. Who gives it? I thought that was quite cool too.
Manam?
I like it when the bartender said you need to kill the rats. Dan said no, like it doesn't have to kill, and he go back and start to build a cage to try to save them. And I like it when the moment that hey, my friend is fall, I will kill this rat now. they will they will die.
Yeah.
And the moment he opened the door, see the rat with the gills. Okay, no, he closed the door
It
again.
just notes that.
Yeah,
I do like the
these
fact that
moments.
Dan. My favorite was when Dan decided that there might be a profession in door opening. That's
Yeah, yeah, and he
where
opened the door.
he's like, well, there's a guy there's a guy standing over there, and he didn't open the door. Maybe they need somebody to open the door, not just watch the door, but open it. Like that's like that legitimately might be a profession for him.
Hey, we've got to make money.
Yeah. Robert, your favorite Leon moment?
I think it's just further affirmation that Leon is very confident in himself, but continually fails at everything he tries. He ran right up to the rats, took a swing, and then just got eaten alive. Tried to sneak over to the door, but while yelling at everybody, tried to kick open the door, bruised his heel.
David?
I just loved his explanation of why he went down in the fight. Just woke up and like, oh well, I must be allergic to rat piss.
I have to say that was fantastic.
Sai?
Yeah, no. I'm allergic. I was really one of my favorite bits. I thought the other bit. I was constantly the other nickname I was tempted to come up with was Carlsberg because he's possibly the worst Leon in the world. But he's a great character. I love Leon. He's great.
Manam?
I love how pride, like I feel like as a Leo, I feel his pride later on and his courage. I feel he's more like not just confident, his courage more than confident for me. Even if he little bit rash for things like kicking the door and when I fight enemy, it's up to the dice and no. But I feel it is good we have someone like him, like a confident, courage one. And I like when Echo decided to leave, and he said, "I will go with." He will go like he don't want make one of the party one. I believe so, like alone, and he walk with the Echo.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love how pride he is, and how like later on, I believe he will the courage he is will
Yeah.
be good benefit us.
Yeah. My favorite was the like you said, Leon is super confident in abilities, regardless of what reality says about him. Right?
Yeah.
He's like, I can do this, and basically echoes back there like, just don't, just shh, just. Like, and speaking of Echo side, that was that honestly was one of my favorite Echo moments, where it's just like, Orient, just leave him alone, just let him, like it's not gonna sink in, it's not gonna sink in at all, so just let him go on. So what about you, Sai? Your favorite Echo moment?
I'm to the conclusion that my character is very much into kind of looking good.
Yeah.
And the fact that I got paid, I don't know, 15 gold and has spent 10 of it on an outfit. I think it's just it kind of I like that.
Yeah, we're not doing stereotypes here at all.
I'm a nymph. What did you expect?
Manam?
uh, uh, how can the idea of the immediately there's nothing hit like exactly beside the shopping while she shop and she shoot like I don't want to talk about that subject. Please.
He's like, I don't want to talk about the subject of shopping. I don't want to sound sexist at all.
So uh, 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 I don't have. I'm sorry. Like
Yeah.
the idea.
The other
The
moment
idea.
I particularly like was naming the giant rat Harvey.
Yeah.
And that was off the top of
Yeah.
my head. Is the name of an ex-boss of mine. And it was literally off the top of my head. But okay, Harvey, come here. Okay.
And she sing all time, and even while fighting, and even in the back, she's still singing. It's yeah, it's kind of fun. Like, like Orient later on, we need to be quiet, a little bit quiet.
Robert, your favorite Echo moment?
After he failed the stealth check, I was kind of waiting.
Yeah.
My favorite Echo moment, along with the shopping trip, is the insight into the character that she knew exactly what she wanted. She had her priorities set, walked in, wouldn't let the shopkeeper sell her anything. She was going to buy exactly what she wanted.
Yeah.
She had her priorities, and she very assertive about her wants and needs.
David?
Yeah, sort of building off of that, I genuinely sort of like the fact that she went to go and purchase an instrument and then almost got sidetracked with, oh, I'm going to buy clothes. I'm going to get new clothes and I'm going to get shoes, and then sort of like went and had lunch and then remembered like, oh, wait, I wanted to buy an instrument.
It's like, oh, that'll work. That'll work. What's the first thing that's serviceable? It's fine. Whatever. I'll just take one off the shelf. I have this in the back of my head every time you say she's singing. I just hear the girl from Ipanema.
That is a tune you could conceivably play on the panpipe.
Yeah,
so.
but it just fits your party so well. Like she's just back there, like being stuck in an elevator. Like I see Echo thinking she's just stuck in an elevator with these three knuckleheads. Like, no, don't use the key. Heaven forbid.
I have to say, I've enjoyed the session. I've laughed
Yeah.
a lot. Always a good time.
Manam, your favorite Orient moment today, this evening, wherever you may be in the world.
I like how Orient, he wants everyone together and how plan for future. Like he is, I believe he's planning things, and especially now he are focusing with Danny and problem with doors. Yeah, like he saw this and he won't talk about locking, pick locking the door. It be wrong, and he want to talk about Leon about you are awesome, you are good, but you need to not rush to anything.
I know I'm awesome and good.
Yeah. And like he have and when he have Echo for now is like he wants to protect everyone. Like when he saw Leon, especially when I believe when he saw Leon fall, he very scared. Like after, like if anything happened, he will pull him outside. And one of the plan, he want to say he want to like we can return next day.
Yeah.
We don't have to finish it the first day.
Yeah.
Like,
we don't have to. We don't have to stay here. Yeah, we do. No, really, we don't. The building's not going anywhere. And everybody's like, but we have to. He's like, but no.
We can finish it the next day, and yeah, we don't need to break. It is not our warehouse.
Yeah, yeah. But literally, you guys have spent 6 hours in here already.
Yeah, I know.
killing rats. That's like the longest rat killing session. Robert, your favorite Orient moment tonight?
I like him kind of taking charge of, I guess, the business side of the operation. Like he took charge with the shopkeeper, the barman, to negotiate and get the details and all that. Then what he was just talking about over here, we don't need to destroy this. We're on a job. It's not our job to do that. And finding out the root cause. Seems like a businessman adventure to me so far.
David?
I love that he sort of let Dan know about his telepathy, the fact that he was hearing it, and had this sort of moment of just like reassuring him, like, you can trust the group, we will keep you safe, but you might want to like keep this on the down low around other people. Just generally try to like look out for him. And then I also really liked when we were trying to like lockpick the hatch at the end, and he had that very sort of Triton lawful bent to if this was hidden, then like the proprietor doesn't want people going in here, so we probably shouldn't. And the party had to like convince him of like, well, we came to do a job, and this is a place where there might be more rats, so it's fine.
Yeah. Sai?
Yeah, no, I think there are a number of little incidences and way that you play the character that demonstrated that of all of us, he's by far the most mission-oriented, team-thinking character. I think Leon's very much a kind of headstrong. He wants to work with everybody, but he's going to go off and do what he gets an idea in his head, and that's it. It's like mission, kill, pursue. And I think that Dan's very lacking in confidence, or the way that he comes off as being very lacking in confidence, and so he's not sure of his place, and exactly he wants to do well, and he wants to be a good person, but I think that some of the dark things that are happening to him are kind of freaking him out a little bit. And to a large extent, I've got the attention span of a goldfish. So trying to keep me on mission sometimes, and I'm kind of playing it deliberately that is occasionally going to be a little bit challenging. And the very fact that he managed to herd this bunch of cats into the right direction to do the rat was quite impressive.
Yeah. I think Orient would get along very well with Luna and Genevieve, to be honest. I think the three of them would probably start a guild. Just
That's the thing. If you get all of the sensible characters that are like the people keeping the party together into a party, that party is just not going to be fun to play in.
No, it's
you
not.
need the destabilizing elements that are occasionally just doing like.
Yeah, that is true. Okay, so
you need a little crazy. It seems.
Yeah.
Oh, well, if you want crazy, come see the Tuesday game. There's nothing but. Again, the question I hate the most. Your favorite game moment, DM moment, NPC.
Sorry, go ahead.
Just about Corin as the dwarf. The moment we reach, like I thought she gonna, like okay guys, is like she gonna chain us with quests and things. No, she come. Oh, this is the money. This is your price, and yeah, take care. Goodbye. Like, okay, wow. And yeah, that shocked me actually. I thought she gonna gonna chain us with quests, or she gonna request few things from us, because I believe she still need us because she have returned to the village. If I believe so. So I thought she gonna ask us for more things, but no, she is okay. You're on your own. Bye bye.
Well, she did offer you guys to come back. She offered. She wasn't going to pay you, but she said you could come back to the village if you wanted.
No, I mean, like she didn't give us a day or like, hey guys, I'm gonna after a few days I'm gonna come back. No, she's like, if you want to come, like you're welcome, but
Yeah, bye.
yeah, that's it. Like, and I'm happy about the bartender is friendly. Like he, not the type of bartender that okay, get out. Like you see,
Well, he wants your
he's
business. He's a businessman.
yeah,
He wants your money. He'll definitely.
yeah, and yeah. I mean, he give us a quest. Like he just not just let us stay. He said, okay, I'm gonna use your skills. You seem skills from. You seem a
Man.
party fighter, or you
Yeah.
have some
Well, Karn
skills.
didn't kill you, so
And
you must be at least somewhat competent.
yeah,
Yeah. Karn kept you
yeah,
the whole time, so you must be semi-competent. Anybody
yeah.
else?
I had great fun shopping. I enjoyed Jennifer and Stickle, whatever.
Zipplethorpe.
That's the one. Uh, that was great fun. Really enjoyed that. And the interaction with the halfling and the gnome was really good. So that was the highlight for me.
Yeah, I was going to say, I loved the contrast with Zipplethorpe having this very customer service oriented way of speaking, and then the second that they stepped out of the shop, he's just calling to like the people in the back, like, "We got work to do. Come on, let's go."
Everyone in retail knows that's the boss. The
Yeah.
polite to the customers and asshole to the workers.
He's not an asshole. There is kids. I mean, you just.
No, but it is a skill you learn, is how to put on the customer voice
Yes.
and then to just drop out of it the second they're not there, and it's like, oh, good, now I can go back to speaking like a person and not like a customer service focused robot.
Yeah, yeah.
I like there's a small thing, but at the very end there, the stick in the lock. It's
Yeah, that was fun.
the broken stick on there. It's it's humorous. It's a natural consequence to our failures, but it wasn't something that that hindered our advancement. It was something that slowed us down, but it could have just been as easily saying, "No, the lock's broken, can't get through there." But
Yeah.
it was well handled, I think, and it was natural and flowed well.
Well, thank you. So that brings us to the end. I'm going to do a little wrap up here. I want to thank our sponsor, as always, Comic Book World at comicbookworld.com. They're the one that supplies us our dice, our minis for our giveaways and stuff. You can visit them at comicbookworld.com. They ship in the contiguous U.S., and if your order is sizable enough, they may consider shipping outside. That you will have to call them and ask them. Their number's on the website. Again, donate to Extra Life. Great people. We're trying to raise $1,000 for them. On November 7th, we will be having a charity stream as well. Let's see what else is coming up. David, you said yours is next week.
Still working on a specific date and time for it, because obviously it's going to depend on what guests can make it. It will depend on what sort of time it ends up being. So just DM the Mark Knights Discord. I will post a message there, probably like day of, just to say like going live tonight. So
yeah. Also I wanted to give a shout out to Ray Lynn, another DM. She has a West March style setting in her own setting. I played a game in their setting on Wednesday. I had a wonderful time. Hilarious. We also fought a bunch of rats. It was hilarious. It was streamed on one of the other DMs. They have a couple of DMs there. It is a great place. Very friendly. Like I said, I was laughing hysterically for 4.5 hours. Which is possibly the best review I can give any game, is when you're having that much fun and you're like, oh, it's time to stop. Okay, fine, we'll stop. Did not care for the chokers. I thought they were a little overpowered in the adventure for a bunch of first level characters. They whooped us pretty bad. Yeah, I had a great time. Check them out on Discord. Check out her Twitch page. I'll have a link next week for all of their stuff. Again, don't forget to go see DM the Mark Knight over his channel. Watch the 6.5 million shows that he does every week. You can catch David and I on Tuesdays. David, you're playing Wednesdays as well in the afternoon?
No, it's Tuesday evening as well.
Tuesday evening.
I play in the 1 p.m. and the 7 p.m. game
Oh,
on Tuesday.
well, good for you.
And it is pretty exhausting that day.
Yeah,
but it's fun.
It is fun. I play in the Tuesday game on Tuesday afternoon games, and I am playing one of the heads of the families in the Monday night game. So while they have their role-playing game going on, we are having machinations in the background as the heads of the houses. So that is quite fun to see how that all plays out in the game itself. We will be starting another announcement for the What Lies Ahead has been canceled due to lack of players. We've had several players who have dropped out due to real-world issues, and so it became untenable for the remaining players to continue at this time. Those characters will still be in the setting, and I am working with Mark to see how we can go about rebooting the series. And I have another 2 campaigns in the works, so keep an eye out for that. I'll be putting the posts up for that probably in the next couple weeks. So that being said, you can see these guys and see how badly things go for them from here in this tunnel that leads to who knows where. So thank you all for watching. Again, thank you for your
I'm
donation.
genuinely wondering how it can go worse when we basically start in like the budget Asylum remake of The Birds, where it's just
I don't know. I'm just saying, like, you're like, this is a horror story. Yes, but not for the DM. I'm just like, I genuinely, like the first attack roll of the game, and it's just like crit, thud. Like, there goes the fighter. Oh, okay. Maybe this is too.
The beefiest guy, yeah.
Yeah, I'm like, is this a little too overpowered for him? Because I spaced them out, so you're only fighting one set at a time. I was like, how hard can it be? Crit, bronk, oops.
Level 1 characters are very, very fragile.
Yeah.
They, believe they hit like 2d6.
Oh no, it was more than that. It was quite a bit more than that. But they rolled fairly decently. But I mean,
they were hitting like trucks though. When they did hit us, it wasn't just that they were rolling dice. The fact that they were hitting with crits was like
Well,
right.
the second one wasn't a crit on the Orient. They just rolled really. They just rolled. That's the thing. They have a 10 armor class, so every time you hit them, you basically can always hit them, except Dan's 9, when he was just like, get away! I don't think Dan was actually trying to hit them. More of like keep them from getting near him.
Yeah, no, that was just so fun because the way I described it, where it's like he's trying to like just gently brush them aside, and then I rolled really bad. It's like, well, that's what would happen.
Yes. You're like, shoo rat. Yeah, that was, I really enjoyed it. Again, thank you all. Don't forget that you can support us by donating directly. You can join us on Patreon. We got a couple new Patreons. We got some more stuff going on over there that'll be added in the next couple weeks. I'm hoping to get all this new stuff added by the end of the year. Doing all this kind of stuff takes time, so I know it's not readily apparent, but these new maps, I'd like to thank Foundry and the people who supported Foundry for supplying these maps that are included in the purchase of Foundry. These are awesome. This that you see right here is one of them. I also want to thank everyone. You can Go ahead and subscribe to the channel. If you have a Amazon Prime subscription, you can use your Twitch gaming subscription now, it's called. So go ahead and support the channel that way. Follow. And David.
If you're watching on YouTube, don't forget to like, subscribe, hit that notification bell, share this with all your friends on all your social media sites. It really helps other people find this game, and so we hope that you will do that.
Yes. And don't forget that check out all of our other friends, Nat20, the Nat30s, Ray Lynn, Mark Knight. Watch their videos on YouTube as well and share those with your friends. And as always, signing out here from the Blue Cheese Room on the Dark Side of the Moon, I am Rick, I am the Loophole King, and may all your rolls be crits, and may all your draws be lands. Have fun.